Lead attorney here. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Listen. Oh, we on the back channel. Can y'all hear me? Let me turn myself up on the ones and the twos. Oh, we on the back channel today. And I know I'll be making a little, I'm gonna try to be more consistent, guys, especially on this back channel. I know it's only 18,000 of us. It's only 27 people in the chat. Right? What is Razel? Shabazz says, man, you ain't been on in a minute. I know, man. I'm dealing with a lot of BS. And this is just the back channel, so I don't feel bad in neglecting it. You know? It's like when you got your main girl, y'all been dating for 3-4 years, but then you got the little paralegal and you don't feel bad and just letting the I got my main thing. Right? You know, stay in your place. But you know, you got to give them you got to encourage them. You got to encourage these paralegals. I got to encourage this channel. I call it a back channel. I be disrespecting it. It's only 18,000 subs, guys. It doesn't get me going. But I'm gonna try to be more consistent, and I'm gonna try to give y'all some knowledge that maybe only I can give, some inside baseball. And actually, this is what we're talking about today. So big shout out to everybody that's here, man. Shout out to King Sin. Making an appearance like Revenge of the Greasy. Shout out to King. Oh, man, who else we got up in here? Shout out to Mars says, man, what did Aries say? Now, we're going to get all into it. And some of y'all might not know. Some of y'all have just, found me. But I've been on Vlad. And I know how the whole operation works. And so, you first found out about the Vlad and Boosie situation. Boosie was like, hey, I need more money. I'm only making, what'd he say? He said he was making 25 and he wanted 30, 35, something. And then Vlad, hey, you my man, Boosie, but let me correct the facts. And then when Aries heard about how much Boosie was making, for 66, what's his name? 6'9", Tekashi 6. I'm 50 years old. What the fuck? I know. Tekashi 6'9" was he made one time like 40,000. Boosie heard that and was like, oh, if he making 40,000, I need a bump because you only paying me 35. And then when Aries heard that 35, oh, I need a bump. So everybody wants a bump. So I've been on Vlad a couple times. We're going to talk about it. The first time I did it off the strength of exposure. I didn't get paid anything. Vlad, where you at, Vlad? I heard how much Aries is making. All right, I need you to break bread. Right? I'm gonna tell you guys how it all works, and I'm gonna phrase it in terms of a quiz because some of y'all might not know. Some of y'all think, oh, well, this or that, but I'm actually, guys, I'm a professional YouTuber. All right. And I've been on I've done all these collabs and stuff. So I'm going to tell y'all how it really works. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all how it really works. So big shout out. Who we got up in here, man? Big shout out to the musical web. Thank you so much. Says welcome back. Yeah. Let me center myself. All right. Sorry about that. Get myself together. Thank you. I still want to show my play button, let y'all know I'm a big dog, even though there's only 15,000 subs over here. I do know what I'm talking about. All right. Thank you so much, the musical web. Got big shout out to Jesse V up in the house. The most beautifulest smile ever. Thank you so much, Jesse. Shout out to you and your husband. Thank you. Got Teddy P, man. Teddy P been supporting for the longest. Big shout out to Teddy P. Says back channel giving the bottom of the bottle lead. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Big shout out, Teddy P. Oh, look who we got. We got the beautiful. Oh my God. Somebody write Ken up in the chat. The beautiful Ken Goddess. Thank you so much for showing up. Huge, huge supporter of the league. Ken, give me your address. I'm going to send you a hoodie. Big shout out to the beautiful Ken Goddess. If y'all fuck with me a little bit, man, somebody write Ken in the chat, man. Y'all don't really know. Ken really been supporting your boy. She step in when Vlad don't. No, look, no, listen. And I know Vlad might have a bad reputation. What Jesse Lee Peterson call us with the blacks? You know, Vlad speak his mind, and whenever you speak your mind, you're gonna run up on some people. But I will tell you that Vlad with me has been nothing but super, super nice, super professional, straight down the line. Like even when we couldn't, I've been on there twice, and he hit me up, and we talked. We were talking about going up on there a third time, and we just couldn't make the numbers work. But even though we couldn't make the numbers work, he expressed it in a way where I totally understood where he was coming from. I didn't feel like he was trying to shortchange me or anything, especially now. It was a little bit in my head. I was like, but especially now after what Aries shit. And I think he understood where I'm coming from, because I'm coming from a place that Boosie's not coming from and Aries is not coming from. So we're gonna really get into that. Oh my God. And I just saw the beautiful Kid Goddess. She sent me a cash out for a cool 100. Somebody write Ken. Thank you so much, Ken, guys. I truly, truly appreciate it. Ken done blessed me with more than what Vlad gave me the first time. But no, I was super and shout out to the little gaming channel. He was the stream sponsor on the last one. Let me write my girl Ken Goddess up in here. She is the stream sponsor on this one. I always say, guys, the person who leaves the biggest super chat is the stream sponsor. And Ken Goddess been blessing me for so long. So thank you so much, Ken Goddess. Let me put you up in here. Thank you. And it's so good to see you down up in the chat as well. Ken, sometimes Ken be watching from the clouds. Thank you so much, Ken. Thank you. So I am going to give you a behind the scenes view of what it's like to do these collabs, to work with Vlad, what goes into the numbers, and we're going to watch what Vlad has to say, because Vlad goes off on Aries. Now, he didn't go off on Boosie, even though Boosie was a little disrespectful according to Vlad when they ended their first conversation. He was a little bit disrespectful, but you know, between people who've worked together for so long, you can let some stuff slide. But shit, with Aries Spears, he ain't letting nothing slide. And this lets you know too, people know how much slack they're allowed. They find out real quick. What did Jimmy Johnson say? You know, when he was in the interview, he was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and he cut a player for sleeping in the meeting. Just cut him, just fired him, just cut him. And the reporter was like, "Man, you just cut him for sleeping?" And Jimmy Johnson was like, "Hell yeah, don't be sleeping in my meetings. This is important." And the reporter was like, "Well, what if you saw Troy Aikman sleeping?" He said, "Well, I'll go over there and wake Troy Aikman up. All right, we ain't cutting Troy. We ain't cutting Boosie. All right, we are not cutting Boosie. Boosie get a little slick. That's fine. That's fine. We are not cutting Boosie. The Aries, Vlad goes off on Aries. So we're going to get all into it." He goes off. All right. So, sorry about that. So let me just say, I'm in Atlanta. It is 10 o'clock in the PM. So I just couldn't find it in my heart to dress up, guys. So please excuse my my attire. And also, sometimes I have trouble sleeping. So I took a sleeping pill, and I was like, "Oh, well, let me stream." So, you know, we're going to see how this goes. So we are going to start it up. I am going to give you guys some behind the scenes information on how all of this stuff works. Thank you again so much, Ken. Oh, let me run the banner for you. And then Thank you, Ken. Thank you. And then if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask them in the comments. Now, again, this just between you and me. This is not on the main channel. All right, this is on the back channel. So it's a lot more intimate. All right, we're dressing down sometimes. So if y'all have any questions, just write them in the chat and I'll try to get them. Okay. So thank you. Oh, big shout out to Dub Will. Dub Will says, I treat all my players fair. That don't mean I treat them all the same. Exactly. Dub Will know about it. Dub Will know all about it. Okay, that is exactly right. You treat them fair. Vlad might be the same way. Say, hey man, I treat him fair. Boosie, I'm gonna give Boosie a little slack. Aries, fuck Aries. Never work with me again. You're not worth it. All right, people gotta understand what they're worth. All right. All right, so let's big shout out to Doug Will. So let's get into a little bit. Now, first, let me just let me do this. Let me just show, for a lot of people have just discovered me, right? They just finding out who I am. So, and that's fine. You know, it's not like I've been on here forever. But let me just show a little bit of your boy was over here on Vlad. Shout out to your man. All right. Was over here one time. What I'm talking, a very serious man. He's a really great man, in my opinion. Now, you've seen him make some controversial rulings because this case has been a goddamn circus, to be honest. He's found attorneys in contempt. He's had attorneys write, papers. He's had so this is just me, people, on Vlad, not work. All right, shut up. All right, so this was I think this was I'm not sure what number that was. That might have been my second time. And then my first time, your boy was on it on the channel. Let me see here. Throw that up there on the screen. What I'm talking about over here. And this is about his entire life. I might be like $200,000 because you don't have any options. What are you're going to save the $200,000 a month and then go to prison for the rest of your life? You really should give me all of your money. You should give me. All right, give me all of your money. That's what Boosie's talking about, right? 30 million. That's what Aries is talking about. You should really give me all of your money. Vlad, break bread. All right. So shout out to Vlad, shout out to Aries Spears, shout out to Boosie. You should give it all to me. So I am really going to break it down. What's it like to be on Vlad? What's it like to work with these people, these collaborators, how we come up with the money? There's really no one. Actually, there's a lot of people who could talk about this because a lot of people have been on VladTV. However, not a lot of people are speaking up about it. So we're going to get into it now. Vlad went off, absolutely went off on your boy Aries Spears, and I'm interested to see what Aries has to say about it. Let's see what's going on right here. All right, give me 1 second. Let me throw this up. And we're going to watch this together. And if you got any questions about how this stuff works from somebody who is intimately aware, just let me know. And we will, I'll answer your questions. Okay, here we go.
Similar to the Boosie situation, with the Aries Spears situation, I was going to keep quiet about this. But Aries decided to drop a video about it. So I'm going to go ahead and tell the whole story.
Why do you think?
What do you mean?
Why do you think it's public?
I don't know, man. People want to make things public. People want to take, personal business conversations and make them public. And I've learned over time, it's better to address it head on as opposed to letting someone else run with the narrative. I learned that from you, actually.
Well, I like how the fact that I think you're the only one properly
And let me say this. Why do y'all think that Aries went public on this? Does anybody know? There's really two reasons, but there's a real reason. Why do you think that Aries Spears went public on this? Does anybody know? I'll look in the comment section. We'll keep
monetizing the response. So, you know what I mean? But go ahead. What's going on with Aries Spears? I've seen the Boosie situation. I want to update on that as well. His interview is out. Give me the update on the latest in the VladTV financial office.
Okay, so with Aries Spears, we started doing interviews around 2016. And I thought Aries was extremely funny. He was witty. He had great impressions. And I just thought he was a talented dude. So we started doing interviews. And in the beginning, it was a little bit slow. And over time, it started to work out. The views went up. People got to know us. And the audience started to increase. Now, the thing about Aries, though, is that Aries would always have issues with things that are going on. So at one point—
business-wise or just culturally?
Business-wise.
Okay.
Business-wise. So a few years ago, Aries called me and he was like, yo, man, I can't get any acting gigs because of these clips of me talking about people.
Ooh.
Now, it's my fault he can't get acting gigs. It's not because maybe he's not a great actor or maybe he hasn't done a major movie in 30 years since Jerry Maguire. It's my fault that he's not getting acting gigs. So I said, I'm not removing anything. You know, he wanted all the clips removed. I said, I'm not going to remove anything.
All right, so let's stop it right there. What is my man Vlad saying? Vlad is saying, listen, Aries, I've been working with Aries since 2016. There was a time when Aries was, down on his luck, and he called me up. He said, hey, I need you to remove all of the clips that I've done for you, all of the content that I've done for you. Vlad's like, why? He was like, well, people are checking. They're seeing that I'm saying wild shit, and now I can't get on. I can't get movie gigs. I can't get acting gigs. Can't do the stand-up. Now, this honestly is kind of common. There's one person who is super famous for this. Does anybody know? We're going to do a little Q&A. And let me see who's really checking. Who is the person that is super famous, not according to me, according to other content creators, of going wild and then turning around and be like, hey, I need you to delete that. Going and delete. They looking. You're closing off my opportunities. Now, it's stuff that came out of their mouth, but they want you to go and delete it. Jesse says, Corey Holcomb. No, it's not Corey. Oh, man, shout out to talking about the OGs. The OGs, yes. Yes. Charleston White. Charleston White, according to Say Cheese, according to Anton Daniels, he will say some crazy stuff and then turn around and then tell the people to delete it. What's the problem with that, guys? Does anybody know? Let me tell you how does anybody know before I answer the question? And shout out to Perry Unlikely, because Perry Unlikely answered the first question, why Aries Spears went public. Aries Spears went public to pressure this man, to pressure him, to get himself on the side of public opinion. Right. But Charleston White, and this is not me saying, I've never worked with Charleston. I've never met him in my life. But Aries Spears, Say Cheese, Anton Daniels had a big problem with this. Now, what's the problem with Charleston White? Let's get it off Charleston. What's the problem with Aries Spears saying delete my content? Does anybody know? Miss Shorty says stand on your word. Good answer. No, this is not the answer. This is absolutely not the answer. What is the problem with having the person telling the person, hey, delete my stuff? What's the problem with it? Shout out to Dub Will. Dub Will is saying you're messing with the interviewer's money. When you mean interviewer, are you talking about the interviewer or the interviewee? What is it? What is it? Shout out to Detroit. Says the internet is forever. No, this is not really. Shout out to Ichijan, says integrity. No, not integrity. Shout out to Jesse. Lose the chat. No, it's not lose the chat. What's the problem with it? All right, shout out to King. This is it. What's the problem? You've been paid for it already. This is it. And shout out to Dub in the case Vlad. You've been paid for it already. Let me tell you how this man's business runs, how all these successful business runs. Not just Vlad, of course, but if you look at Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, all of the top tier YouTubers that are kind of in this, they run with the clips model. Let me tell you how it works. Vlad will call you in. So I went into Vlad the first time, did it on the strength for exposure because I was small. I had 200,000 subs. Vlad had millions. I viewed it as an honor. So I go to Vlad. His studio is 8 minutes away from my house. So I show up, go to his studio. He sits me down. We do a 2-hour interview. Now, is the 2-hour interview where he makes his money? No, he doesn't just put the 2-hour video up and that's all his money. No, what he does, he clips it to hell. 6 minutes here, 8 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 12 minutes here, 15 minutes here. Run you goddamn 15, 20 clips. And then once those clips are exhausted, then he'll run the whole thing. So he's getting paid multiple times on that one piece of content. I did one piece of content for him, but he clipped it to hell. Now, guys, how does Vlad get the money? This is going to be very important. And it might sound an easy question. It might, but Aries obviously doesn't understand it, and Boosie doesn't understand it. Where does Vlad get his money? Where does he get his YouTube money? And I'm not talking about, all the investments that he got, the real estate, the stocks, the Bitcoin. How does he get the YouTube money? We're going to go deep, and I'm going to really expose how all of this stuff works. Does anybody know? How does this man get paid? Now, I've already told you he interviews me and then he clips it to hell. How does he get paid? Bison says views and the likes. Now, that's half right. It's not the likes, but he's so right on the views, I'm going to give it to him. It's the views. It's the views. Does he get memberships? King says memberships. Guru, yeah, he gets memberships. But the big money, and he's making the substantial amount on the memberships, but the big money is the views, guys. The big money is the views. All right. That's why he clips the shit to hell. So he gets views on part number 1, views on part number 2, part number 4, part number 6, part number 12. You can see Vlad, there'll be part number 20, TK Kirkland, part number 22. You're like, damn. Part number 22, you getting paid? And then he'll turn around the next week and release the whole 2-hour thing, and he's getting paid on that. Does anybody know how used car dealerships made money? How they make big money? When I was doing divorces, I represented a guy, as a Hispanic guy, barely spoke English. He was making millions off with his used car dealership. Huge car dealership in Beaufort by the Mall of Georgia, if anybody knows. Not there anymore. Huge, but the lot is there. It's huge. What he would do is he would sell you a car, 20, 25,000. He was Hispanic, 35,000. And he would give you a 25% interest rate. But he would take, $3,000, $5,000 down payment, $8,000 down payment. How does he make money off of that? Reality Guru Show says warranties. No, man. Shout out to Drama. Drama found out. Drama knows. Drama might be. That's how you make money. He sticks you with a 25% interest rate. You can't pay it. Plus, you're Hispanic. You might not even be here legally. So then you stop payment on it 4 or 5 months later. What does he do? He goes and gets the car. Guess what he does? He sells it again. Get another $5,000, another $8,000 down payment. Stick the next person with 27% interest. They default in 6 months. Guess what he does? My client was selling the same car like 17, 18 times and at a huge dealership. And he was killing them. You sell the same car over and over and over. Imagine how much money McDonald's would have if he could sell the same hamburger over and over. Imagine. That's kind of what Vlad is doing with what I Show Speed is doing, what Kaisenet is doing. They'll have a big stream, a long form piece of content, and then they'll cut it up and they'll get views on the same content over and over and over again. Right, so this is how you get this is the real. I'm giving y'all behind the scenes. All right, and obviously there's some people that don't understand this, because now what has Aries said? Let's listen to what Vlad said. Aries, what came out of Aries' mouth? What came out of Aries' mouth?
At one point,
business-wise or just culturally?
Business-wise.
Okay,
business-wise. So a few years ago, Aries called me and he was like, "Yo, man, I can't get any acting gigs because of these clips of me talking about people." Now, it's my fault he can't get acting gigs. It's not because maybe he's not a great actor or maybe he hasn't done a major movie in 30 years since Jerry Maguire. It's my fault that he's not getting acting gigs. So I said, I'm not removing anything. He wanted all the clips removed. I said, I'm not going to remove anything.
What year was this?
Now, what's the problem when Aries Spears shows up for an interview, gets paid, and then says, "Hey, I want you to delete all of the clips"? What the hell do you mean? The clips are how I make the money to pay you. The clips are how I make the money to pay for the studio, to pay for this lighting. When I showed up, when I did Vlad's interviews, on the first one, there were 2 people in the studio. I showed up, 2 people in the studio handling everything, the sound, the mic. And then when I did the second interview, it wasn't even Vlad interviewing me. It was 2 other people and then a third person. Vlad's got to pay all these people. How does he pay people? He pays people from the videos. If you're an employee, you need to understand something. All right. This is what Aries Spears does not understand. This is what Boosie does not understand. I understand it because number one, I'm a professional YouTuber, but number 2, before I was a YouTuber, I was a business owner. What I pay you does not come out of my pocket. It comes out of the business pot. And you are only entitled to a portion of the business pot. You are not entitled to how much I have in my pockets. If you're an employee, listen, you're going to look crazy if you go and ask your employer for something that comes out of his pocket. You want to try to get the money that comes out of the pot. What's the pot? The pot is for DJ Vlad, the pot is how much money am I going to get for these views? So let's say I interview with Vlad and across all the clips, he makes $8,000. That's in the pot. Let's just say Vlad personally has 40 million. 40 million. But there's 8 in the pot. Now, 8 in the pot is not just, that's his profit, that's my profit, that's the lighting guy's profit, the sound guy's profit, that's the studio expense. It's a lot of people with a hand in a pot. But it's only 8,000 in there. Even though Vlad's got, let's say, a $50 million net worth. I cannot go into Vlad and be like, "Vlad, man, we've been working since 2016. Go and give me 12,000. What's the problem with me asking for 12,000? It's only 8,000 in the pot, and other people have to have their hands in the pot. So you can't even get the whole 8. You'll be lucky you get 2. Real talk. You will be lucky if you get 2,000 if it's only 8. But where's Aries' problem? Aries like, man, fuck the pot. You got a $50 million net worth. Break bread. And when you come to a business owner with that perspective, the business owner's already looking at you funny. Look how he's looking at him. The business, you're an idiot. Or you might not be an idiot, but you don't understand how business works. You don't get paid from my pocket. You get paid from the pot. That's the problem. Shout out to Mr. Man. He's exactly right. Where'd he go? You don't understand the business. Now, this is going to be a Q&A, and y'all are doing pretty good. This is going to be a hard question. What is the best way, the guaranteed way for Aries Spears to make more money? What's the best way? Does anybody know? Is it the best way what he did to go on his own platform and talk shit to try to get the court of public opinion against this man, against Vlad? Is that the best way? What does anybody know? Any business owners? What's the best way? All damn near guaranteed. What is the guaranteed way for Aries to get more money? Jesse says start his own channel. Man, Jesse, these are good answers. You've been striking out though, babe. This is not good. Shout out to Avail. Do it himself. No, that's not the best way to get the money from Vlad. Shout out to Perry, says be the business. No, because we're trying to get it from Vlad. What's the best way to get the money from this man? Does anybody know? Ikari says be funny without impressions. He doesn't like the impressions. Keep doing the interviews, negotiate, create content about Vlad. No. Yes. Avail said it. Let me see if I can find it. Fanfare, increase your value. That's true, but that's a little bit less it's a little bit general. You get a B- on that. Justice, do more interviews. No, that's not going to fix the problem. But I saw it. Someone said it. Someone said asking for forgiveness. Damn, somebody had it, but then I missed it. Anyway, what I will tell you as a business owner, the best way. I can't find it, but you said it. I called your name for whoever said it. The best way, guys, and you business owners, you have to think about business. What will make you pay this man more? Let me give you an example. When I first started working as an attorney, I was a young pup. I started at this firm, and the firm sat me down and said, look, little nigga, you're kind of worthless to us because you don't know nothing. I just came from law school. You don't know nothing. I just passed the bar. You don't know nothing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a little salary. All right. But, and listen real close, we are going to give you 25% of everything you bring in. You bring in an accident case that's worth $100,000. We're going to cut you a check that day, $25,000. $25,000 off the rip. You bring in a case that's worth $500,000. What's that? We're gonna give you 125, something like that. And then so the manager, the hiring manager, the partner, he was explaining it to me. And so I was like, he was like, you got it? But this is cases that you bring in, not us giving it to you. You bring it in, you handle it, you get 25%. And he looked at me in the end. He was like, you know what? And I was like, what? He said, and I hope you make $1 million. Why? Why did that white man look me in the eye? He turned out to be racist, but I didn't know that at the time. Why did that white man look me in the eye and tell me he hoped that I made $1 million at that firm in 1 year? What does that mean? If he's paying me 25% and I make $1 million off of what I brought, somebody tell me what it means. Does anybody know? Shout out to Doug Will, right? If I make $1 million and the firm make 5. If I want to increase, get it from the pot. Well, there's only 8,000 in the pot. Well, guess what? Make it bigger. Make it bigger. That is how you get money from this man. That is how you get money from attorneys. You make the pot bigger. If you only getting 3 million views, get 10 million. You get 10 million, this guy will pay you more money. You get 20 million, he'll pay you more than that. You get him 50 million, you want to talk about break bread, he will. He will, 100% guarantee he will. 100%. Just get the damn pot bigger. Right? So when Aries Spears says, hey, I want you to delete the content. All of this content, the stuff that I've said is messing me up now with promoters. I want you to delete it. What is Aries doing? Does anybody know? What is Aries doing when he's telling Vlad to delete the content? All right, Jesse V. All right, yeah, you got it. You're making the pot smaller. You are actively making the pot smaller by telling me to delete the videos. Anton Daniels said the same thing about Charleston White. Anton Daniels, guys, is first class. He'll fly you up, put you in a hotel, take you, get your fucking limo to the studio, and then I'll pay you 10. Why is he going to do that, though? Even though Anton is a multi-millionaire, he will not pay you from his pocket. He's going to pay you from the pot. And if you've ever heard Charleston White open his mouth, you know Charleston White can put some views on that pot. He can put some views in there. There's money in that pot when Charleston White shut up. There's money in it when he gets done. But then when he leaves, he's like, Anton, you know we family. You done been over my house. I done been over your house. I done met your wife. Go ahead to delete the videos. They hurting me. What? Yeah, they hurting me. You know, I can't get brand deals. I can't get sponsorships. I'm in with Aiden Ross now. I'm in with the white boy. The white boy looking at my brain, he said I'm good, but he said these clips I did for you, they fucking me up. Well, I thought you were supposed to stand on that. No, I did that, to increase the views, to increase the pot. That's how you paid for the first class. That's how you paid for the limo. That's how you paid for the studio. Okay, so you increased the pot and I paid you the money. Now what? Now I want you to delete the pot. What are you thinking? They're not business owners. Don't ever ask me to delete the pot. I want you to put more pot in, make the pot bigger, put more pot in the pot. I took my sleeping pill already, guys. Give me some grace. Put more pot in the pot. Make it bigger. Right? Anybody ever been on Adderall? You've been on Adderall because it's a late night. A lot of attorneys on Adderall. It's your Adderall. It is a late night, but you know what Adderall do to you? It is 11:30. That damn paralegal supposed to be helping you out, and she's like, "Hey, make it bigger." Like, bitch, I'm on alcohol. I'm on Adderall. Make it bigger. You make it bigger. If you want to get paid, put more pot in the pot. Don't ever ask me for pocket money. You will never get pocket money. You get pot money. And no matter how much it is, no matter if it's 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, you will never get pocket money. If I agree to give you pocket money, what am I giving you? Does anybody know? If I give you pocket money, if I reach in my pocket, not the pot, if I give you pocket money, what's another term for that? Starts with a G. What's another term for me giving you pocket money? Somebody said an allowance. Yeah, shout out to, I can't even pronounce it. It's a gift. I'm giving you a gift. This is business. This is not charity. This is business. This is not 5013C. Don't ever ask a businessman for a gift. Earn it, and he'll give it to you. Why did this man pay 6ix9ine $45,000? Because he was the hottest thing smoking at that particular time, and he knew that the pot would be huge. He knew the pot would be huge. That's why this man agreed to pay Tekashi 6ix9ine the damn the 40 or 45, whatever the hell it was. So this is something, big shout out to Jeree. I know I'm messing your name up, beautiful, but you got it right. It's a gift. All right. So now everybody understands how the economics works. That is very important for y'all to get. When I do a collab, when I go on VladTV, I've been on there twice. I know I am never getting pocket money. I'm getting pot money. And I don't have cachet. Like, his audience is a huge audience. They're not fucking with a 49-year-old attorney. They're into the drill shit. They're into the boozy shit. They're into the poosh shiesty shit. Who is this dude with a damn pocket square and a damn tie? Who is he? So off the rip, I know my pot's gonna be small. Right? But let's keep going. Y'all are doing good on the quizzes. There's gonna be some more. So this is some basic understanding of how Vlad TV's operation works in terms of the finances and other people's, not just Vlad. Not just Vlad. All right, big shout out to Vlad. Let's go.
Oh man, maybe about 4 years ago or so, something like that. And, you know, at one point, you know, he stopped talking to me, stopped working. Then at one point he came back and we started doing more work together. My staff would always complain that Aries was disrespectful to them.
Really?
He would show up. At one point he forgot his towel, right? You see his towel on his leg sometimes because, you know, he sweats a lot because he's kind of overweight. And he forgot his towel. And he's like, yo, I need a towel. And Leo, my video manager, is like, well, here's some paper towels. Like, no, I need a cloth towel. So he made Leo go and run to the store and bring him back a cloth towel. At one point, Aries was complaining because he needed a makeup artist. I mean, literally the only person I've ever interviewed that needs a makeup artist every interview.
I mean,
every interview. But I'm like, that's cool.
Wait, he needs a makeup artist every interview?
Every interview.
Oh.
Every interview. So there's a makeup artist, shout out to my girl Candace, who comes early to do his makeup. And then he does the show. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll cover the cost. It is what it is. So
now let me be fair. Shout out to Vlad, but I'm going to be fair. Y'all know me. I call balls and strikes. Okay. The first time I went on Vlad ran the interview and he had two of his people there, super professional to do the lighting and the sound and the setup. I had an amazing time. I did that interview for free. I left smiling. The second interview that I did with Vlad was not there. Vlad's always been, you the man. This is not Vlad's fault. I had a bad experience. It was not Vlad's fault, but, you know, it was not good. And one part of it was the heat. If Aries Spears says, hey, man, I need a towel, that studio easily, when I was there, it was in the middle of the summer. It had to be 95 degrees in there. And you've all with 95 degrees outside, go into a room that's 95 degrees in a suit and tie and sit in there for 2 hours. Try it. You can't really work under those conditions. That's not Vlad's fault. Vlad wasn't there. Vlad probably didn't know what the hell was going on. It was another person that interviewed me. So I want to be fair. That was not Vlad's fault, but if this dude's like, hey, I need a towel, guess what? I needed a towel too. And don't bring me no damn tissue paper where it's like breaking apart on my face. Give me a damn towel. Because it's 95 degrees in here. Not Vlad's fault, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. I can understand why Aries wanted a damn towel. I'm going to call it fair. All right, let's go.
The show continues. We're doing our thing. And, I like the back and forth that me and him have. And the thing about Aries is that he lives 10 minutes away from my LA studio. And unlike some of my more successful comedians, like a TK Kirkland or a D.L. Hughley, he's not on tour as much. He's available more often. So a lot of times when I shoot, he's available. I'll hit him up a couple of days before. Free Tuesday? Yeah, I'm free. And we do it. So he's just on a lot.
At 4 o'clock, always answers.
Yeah, it's convenient for me. It's convenient for him. It all works out. He's 10 minutes away. He shows up. He gets his makeup done. He gets to go out that night wearing makeup. Everyone wins.
All right. So let me ask 2 questions while I interject here.
Yeah.
Number one, and this applies to Boosie and Aries Spears, as you talk about these fallouts. We've never heard about these fallouts. We just see you guys on camera. Are you guys friends?
No, it's really more of a business situation.
Okay.
With me and Aries. We're friendly with each other, but we never really get on the phone and we talk. Like, for example, like a Michael J. White, that's my friend. We talk a lot. Willie B, that's my friend. We talk a lot. TK Kirkland, that's my man. We talk all the time. I go with him, to people like this, and we talk about our problems and issues and so forth. And these are people I respect. But me and Aries are really just business. We show up, and that's that. Now, over time, his appearance fees were going up, right? Because the views were going up. And maybe about a year and a half ago, his videos, his clips started to go super viral on TikTok. There were these videos that me and him did together that they put these boing sounds behind, and literally, I think hundreds of millions of views start happening on TikTok.
Yeah, it became a great little template right there. I think one of the ones is where you said some extremely gay stuff.
Yeah, right. The whole gay thing became viral.
Good reaction. Yeah.
I've always been straight.
But watching gay porn doesn't make you want to do gay shit.
Right. But I've never watched gay porn. I've scrolled past gay thumbnails. That whole thing. And look, I like to put myself out there like that and let him, kind of talk shit and everything because it creates good content. Yeah. I don't really have an ego when it comes to this thing. And even all the issues he had, I'm like, fuck it, whatever. We can get over that. He needs a makeup artist. I'll get a makeup artist. He forgets his towel. Fine, we'll get him a towel. Whatever, right? So at that point, the views start going up. Now, keep in mind, I don't benefit from this. These are not my TikTok channels. These are other people's accounts.
Still promotion.
It's still promotion, but he's getting promoted more than me because here's the thing, right? And I swear to God on this. I swear.
Okay, so let's stop right here. Let me fix my man.
I swear that.
Let me. Okay, that's a good face. What did DJ Vlad say? Listen, man, I'm giving you raises just off the strength, but you are going viral at the same time. You're going viral on TikTok, getting hundreds of millions of views. Put a yes if you think those hundreds of millions of views on TikTok makes the YouTube pot bigger. And put a no if you think, hey, man, hundreds of millions of views, that's crazy, but it's on TikTok. It doesn't really translate to the pot on Vlad's channel. put a yes. If you're like, man, this man getting 100 million views on TikTok, break bread. Or if you're like, man, 100 million views on TikTok is great. What's the problem? It's TikTok. For all of y'all that are saying, no, you are correct. Y'all, this is the behind the scenes stuff. What the successful YouTubers know is that cross-channel pollination does not really occur. It just doesn't. If you are big on TikTok, there are people that will have 10 million followers on TikTok. They'll come to YouTube and they'll get 300 subs. Fuck them. It is not the same over here. It is not. And then you'll go to YouTube and you'll have 600,000 on YouTube. You go to Rumble and you will sit there with 800 subs. You got 600, you can get 6 million on YouTube. Go to Rumble, see how much you get. Go to Kick, see how much you get when you're a big TikToker. It's different. I wish a woman would come over here talking about she got 2 million on YouTube or on Instagram, all of the back shots. So because she got 2 million gooning on Instagram, she gonna come over here to YouTube and kill the game. Bitch, where? How? It's better to be on many different platforms, platform agnostic, but just so that you have your followings over there if something kick off on one of the platforms that kick you off or something. But don't think that because you got 3 million people on TikTok, they're going to come to your YouTube channel. It's not really how it works. So when Aries says, hey man, I'm getting 200 million people on TikTok. So if you want to raise, guess what you got to do? Listen, for the people who said it didn't matter. If you're getting 200 million people, 200 million views on TikTok, then what do you have to do to increase the pot? Anybody know? If I'm Vlad and Aries is like, I got 200 million views on TikTok. Well, nigga, give me 200 million views on my channel and then I'm gonna break bread. Bring those 200 million over here. Don't just talk about them in fantasy land. Put them in the pot. I used to have, I know it's not really cool to have Mexican friends now with all the migration stuff. There's a lot of MAGA people. I'll get them all gone. Legal, illegal, permanent residents, DACA, who cares? Get them all on. But me and la raza, estamos así, güey. La neta, La neta. Ustedes ni saben. Right? And I would have poker night at my week. Poker night once a week at my house. And la raza would show up. Now we had some white folks too, but it was a lot of, and la raza, if you ever played Mexicans in poker by the different rules and y'all are close, it's Mexican rules. Not these American rules. American rules, if you got a stack, if you got $100, you can put your $100 in, but you tapped out. That's it. That's not a Mexican rule. If you got $100, but you got the nuts, you got the best hand, and the other person, might have $5,000, you say, hey, listen, I know I only got 100, but I want to play for 5,000. Well, you can't play for 5,000 because you only got 100. What else I can do? You know what you can do? You can put your girlfriend in the pot. Oh, this old school. You could put horses in the pot. You could put your wife in the pot. There was this girl who used to show up, man. She was fine as hell. But everybody knew she was fine. But her boyfriend, then they got married. I always used to tell him Junior. His name was Junior. Julia. And he wasn't that good either. I really wanted to crack. I said, Julia, just go in and put Laura in the goddamn pot. Put her in the pot. Stop fucking around. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that flush. It's not going to hit. I promise to God, that flush is not going to hit on the river. Put your girl in the pot. Like, I don't want to go in the pot. I just had a miscarriage. Shut her mouth. She's fine. Aries, if you are making 200, if you're getting 200,000 views on TikTok, fine. Put the fucking views in the pot. Put them in the YouTube pot. If you put those 200 million views in the YouTube pot, this man is going to give you more money than you can imagine. Way more money than you can imagine. Right? I'm giving you the behind the scenes on how this shit works because apparently Boosie doesn't understand. Apparently Aries doesn't understand. Even SayCheeseTV and Anton Daniels were saying Charleston White didn't understand this. You guys are understanding something that these huge content creators, they're not content creators. I don't know what they are, right? I don't know, comedians or celebrities. They don't understand this. You are understanding it. You are understanding it. All right, let's go.
This is the absolute truth. Out of everyone that I've ever had on my show, like in terms of regular guests, I have seen Aries benefit the most because he went in the beginning from doing small comedy clubs to when our stuff started going viral and started getting, big on TikTok and so forth, things just absolutely took off for him. He got his, he talked about this on camera, the biggest show he's ever been paid for, Saudi Arabia. Was this the most money you ever made off a single show?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it more than twice you've ever made for a single show?
We're going to stop it the first place.
He did his biggest venue ever. He was doing clubs of maybe like whatever, 100, 200 people. He did a show in Connecticut with 3,000 people. He did a show in LA at the Novo Theater that I went to support. That was like 1,400 people. He's doing the best he's ever done. And I was super, super happy for him.
Okay. And I think this is where there is probably, I noticed it in his clip. He says Vlad has an ego.
He's such a narcissist.
Dude, at the end.
Mm-hmm. And I was also listening to Boosie as Boosie was speaking as well about you. Do you feel like maybe they are also looking at it in the reverse way to say they're pretty thankful for the platform, but you're taking too much credit for their success, right?
But
Boosie has 20 years in music. You have Aries Spears. I'm not too sure about his comedy career, but I'm pretty sure
it's
he's
like 40 years, 40
okay,
years of comedy
exactly.
or something.
So
since he was like a teenager or something. Yeah, like 30 something.
But then again, he might just be saying, hey, listen, when I'm having some success there, maybe some of it is tied to VladTV, but maybe you're overestimating it way too much.
Well, listen, I don't care if it's tied to me or not because I don't benefit from that. That's his thing. But Aries would always, I have text messages from him. Yo, bro, he did his first Europe tour recently. He's like, yo, I'm in Europe and people are running up to me, mobbing me, quoting me from our interviews. Yo, Vlad, yo, you're big overseas. Yo, like people are constantly quoting us. Yo, like he's telling me this and I feel truly happy for him. And I'm like, yo, I'm glad that something I've done contributes to his success and he's getting paid along the way. So I feel like, yo, everyone's winning. So like, I think like a month and a half ago, he asked to raise his appearance fee again. I looked at the numbers and I'm like, cool, let's do it. Let's do it. The numbers are slowly getting better. And I'm like, yo, let's do it. Makes perfect sense. And he would say things like, yo.
I love that. I love that because that is exactly what I have been saying since this started. Aries says, I want to raise. What does Vlad do? Does he look in his pocket? No. The pockets are off limits. Vlad looks at the pot. He looks into the pot, and what does he see? He sees more views. He's like, oh, shit. More views? Adelante. You got more views? I'll certainly give you a raise because there's more in the pot. That's what he just said. That's what y'all have been learning.
all y'all haters out there.
They can't get it in their heads.
It's a Vlad TV, but maybe.
All right, let's hear that again.
You're overestimating it way too much.
Well, listen, I don't care if it's tied to me or not because I don't benefit from that. That's his thing. But Aries would always, I have text messages from him. Yo, bro, he did his first Europe tour recently. He's like, yo, I'm in Europe. And people.
All right, I forgot to add it to the damn stage. My bad. Thank y'all. I did take a sleeping pill, guys. I haven't been sleeping well, so thank you.
People are running up to me, mobbing me, quoting me from our interviews. Yo, Vlad, yo, you're big overseas. Yo, like people are constantly quoting us. Yo, like he's telling me this and I feel truly happy for him. And I'm like, yo, I'm glad that something I've done contributes to his success and he's getting paid along the way. So I feel like, yo, everyone's winning. So like, I think like a month and a half ago, he asked to raise his appearance fee again.
He has to raise the fee.
I looked at the numbers and I'm like, cool.
I looked at the numbers and cool. That's all that needs to be said. I looked at the numbers. I looked at the pot. I looked inside the pot and saw more numbers.
Let's do it. Let's do it. The numbers are slowly getting better. And I'm like, yo, let's do it. Makes perfect sense. And he would say things like, yo, to all y'all haters out there who, you know, talking shit about me doing this show, I get 5 digits every time I do an interview here. I get 5 digits while y'all sit at home and do nothing. Shoot. I get 5 digits.
It ain't like I'm on there for free. He pays me.
Correct.
He pays me a nice 5 figures.
Yeah.
So if my choice is either stay home on a Tuesday and do nothing and earn nothing, or go sit down for an hour and a half and walk away with 5 figures where I could not make anything, what am I gonna do? No, I agree. I'm gonna make the money and I get to check them.
And I let him run with the story, but that was a lie.
Oh man,
what?
He was not getting 5 digits.
You know, it's typical hip hop. You know, you got to say you got a color TV when everyone got black and white.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly. He was making 4,000 an episode.
Oh my
still pretty
God!
Good. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. And here's the interesting part as we get to the Boosie part.
Oh my!
He's doing pretty much every month.
Hold up. First of all, he out here lying, talking about he getting 5 figures. What's minimum is 10 racks, and he only getting 4. Your ass is lying. Now, I ain't gonna talk about what these men were getting without talking about what I was getting. I was getting 5 figures. No. I did the first video, which I thought was an honor because I was a small YouTube channel and he had millions. So we did that off the strength. Just show up, see what you got. And I did good. The people were rocking with it. Then I did a second one. And, you know, I don't really know how, if there was a negotiation, he might have said, listen, man, I kick you 1,000. And again, his studio's 8 minutes away. So $1,000, 8 minutes away. I said, fine, I'll do it. Shit, I did it for free the first time. I'll do it for 1,000. I learned that was a mistake. That was a big mistake on my part. I should not have done that for 1,000. But you live and you learn. And guess what happened? Vlad called me back again. And he was like, all right, man, they looking for you. Well, you right down the street. Why don't you go ahead? We'll hook it up another 1,000. And I remember this conversation very clearly. We had a conversation because I could not do 1,000. And there's a reason why I couldn't do it. And it wasn't greed or anything like that. And we'll talk about it a little later, but I want to keep it with this. But the real thing is that we learned that Aries Spears is out here lying to the people, saying that he's getting minimum 10,000, trying to puff himself up, knowing that this man is a businessman, knowing that he has discretion, knowing that he's not going to call out his lies unprompted. But now that you're being super disrespectful to this man, he's gonna tell the truth. All right. So he was telling people he's getting 10 grand minimum. He was really getting 4 grand. It's embarrassing to be to be corrected in public for your lies.
Okay.
Right. So you talk about Boosie, you know,
probably every other month,
every 6 months at this point, he's doing shit every month.
Okay.
So really he's kind of making Boosie money, but it's just, you know, more often. So that's how much he's really getting. And he was just raised up. So then the Boosie situation happens, right? Boosie goes on live, says, oh, I'm not doing Vlad anymore because he's not going to raise me a 5,000 without any background as to how much he was already getting paid. So I do that video. I think it's at like 700,000 views or something, where I break down how Boosie was getting 25,000.
Yeah, Vlad, after you did that response and you realized you probably made your 25,000 off responding to him, didn't you say, come on, Boosie, I got you with your extra 5. Come on, Boosie. Like, you kind of you got to use those response videos, even this, as like, this is a subsequent budget for when you guys get disgruntled. I could throw a little more on the pot. Because let's be honest, like, they're giving, when I saw Boosie in the car, just sit there and kind of like just rant.
Well, if I'm getting 25K from Vlad and I'm on that motherfucker how many times a year? And now I ask for 35. I haven't been on there for seven months. How am I asking for too much money?
And he's giving you.
Does anybody see a problem with what he said? Does anybody see a problem with Boosie's analysis? And if y'all get this, if y'all fuckers get this wrong, man, I'm gonna be disappointed in y'all. Let's watch Boosie's analysis again and tell me what was missing from his analysis of why he should get a raise.
They're giving, when I saw Boosie in the car, just sit there and kind of like just rant.
Well, if I'm getting 25K from Vlad and I'm on that motherfucker how many times a year? And now I ask for 35. I haven't been on there for seven months. How am I asking for too much money?
And he's giving you.
What's the problem with his analysis? Does anybody know? Shay said it doesn't make much sense, but I mean, you get a C for that because it's true, but you're not explaining why. Why? Shay, why does it not make sense? Oh shit, shout out to a little gaming channel. Somebody write TLGC. One of the principals is up in here, the principal founders. Somebody write TLGC in here. If you're new to the stream, I'm not sure how long you've been in here at TLGC. You might not know the answer to this, but what was wrong with what Boosie said? Says he wants more for less. He's only one show. He gets paid each time it's on. Man, y'all are hurting me. Y'all are kind of disappointing me. All of y'all have been very disappointing except for Christopher. Christopher gets it. Christopher absolutely gets it. The pot. Guys, we've been talking about the pot for the last half hour. If you don't understand the pot, you're going to miss the whole fucking thing. When someone tells Vlad or someone in Vlad's position that they want a raise, you can get a raise. What did that racist white man tell me back in the day? I hope you get $1 million. Why did he tell me that? Why? Because if I brought in $1 million to the firm, that meant the firm itself got $5 million, $4 million. Because I get 25%. He's hoping and praying that I bring in $1 million so that he can get $4 million. When in Boosie's explanation about why he should get a raise, did he mention the increase in the pot? Listen if you hear him talk about the increase that he's providing to the pot.
They're giving, when I saw Boosie in the car, just sit there and kind of like just rant.
Well, if I'm getting 25K from Vlad and I'm on that motherfucker how many times a year? And now I ask for 35. I haven't been on there for seven months. How am I asking for too much money?
And he's giving you a platform.
Guys, some of y'all are thinking, oh, well, it doesn't make sense because you were on there less. You only been on there one time. So you should get less. Guys, you're not thinking correctly about that. Because what if he was on Vlad 5 times last year and got 1 million each time? So there's 5 million in the pot. But what if something big happened? Y'all know Boosie beat a murder case. What if he was arrested, went to trial, double murder, Death row, he beats the case, and boom, he's out of jail and in Vlad the next day. Say that's this year. This pot, guys, is going to be so much bigger than this pot. This pot only might have 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million views. This one show could be a $30 million pot. That's what y'all are missing. It's not about how many times. Vlad does not want to pay you from Vlad's pocket. He wants to pay you from the pot. And that's what I don't hear when Boosie's talking. I don't hear Boosie saying, hey, I'm bringing you 8 million views. I'm bringing you 13 million views. I'm bringing you 21 million views. I want to hear, if I'm Vlad, don't say shit out of your mouth that don't have the word views in it. I don't want to hear it. If you ain't talking views, you ain't talking shit to me. Because we're talking about the pot. You can be on a show one time and bring and fill up a humongous pot. So it's not that Boosie was on less. It's that Boosie's not focusing on the important thing, which is the pot. Let's listen to it one more time so that y'all can understand what I'm saying. Listen to what this man says as justification as to why he should get more money. And you tell me if he says the word views.
When I saw Boosie in the car, just sit there and kind of like just rant.
Well, if I'm getting 25K from Vlad and I'm on that motherfucker how many times a year? And now I ask for 35. I haven't been on there for seven months. How am I asking for too much money?
And he's giving you.
To me, he didn't say anything. How are you asking for too much money? I don't know how much you're asking me for too much money. How much money are you asking me for? You asking me for $35,000. Okay. What's in the pot? You talking about what you want. You ain't talking about the pot. Patrice O'Neal, one of the best comedians, a Mount Rushmore comedian, if you ask the real. Patrice O'Neal used to have a saying, baby, you got to give me what I'm trying to buy. I went to a strip club years ago. Oh my God, a little young thing too. Well, I know she was in college. Just like I like her, 5'2". Oh my God. And I gave a little $20. She would give me a little lap dance right down the street. And when the dance ended, you know what she said, just kind of as an afterthought? She said, oh, this is the fun part. When she was picking up the money, in my head, I was like, bitch, you just ruined it. You're never gonna get it. The fun part should have been when you were grinding on my shit. The fun part to you is when you bending down like a little roach. I can't see nothing because it's dark and you picking up my little money. Here comes the fun part. Get the fuck away from my feet. Sometimes it's not about you. It's about what I want. If you want me to do for you, you got to do for me. This the fun part. Don't tell me, oh, I was on your show 7 times in 2021, 9 times in 2022, 8 times in 24, 7 times last year. This year I was only on your show for once, so I should get more money. I don't know what the fuck you just said because you ain't said nothing about the pot. I have no idea what your ass just said. I didn't hear one word that was important to me. I hope y'all are getting that. A 22-year-old talking some shit about this, the fun part. Get out from around my ankles.
They're giving, when I saw Boosie in the car, just sit there and kind of like just rant.
Well, if I'm getting 25K from Vlad and I'm on that motherfucker how many times a year? And now I ask for 35. I haven't been on there for seven months. How am I asking for too much money?
Because you
And
ain't
he's
saying
giving
nothing about
you
the views.
a platform, or not even a platform, but a reason to respond to your monetized platform. I was just like, this is why, you know, you're kind of ahead of the game, because they see content, but not how to monetize it.
Right. So the Boosie thing happens, and the $25,000 thing is thrown into the universe. And I remember before I did it, I talked to a few people, and they're like, oh, well, aren't you worried that some of your other guests might feel some type of way? And I said, no, because I could sit down with every one of my guests and show what their views are and what Boosie's views are and justify what I'm paying them, because I'm fair with everybody.
Okay, so you weren't trying to hide the numbers.
No, I'm fine with being transparent with people because I have nothing to hide, right? I'm fair with people. With most of the regular guests on my show, I'm the only person that pays them, period. Every other platform they go to is free, right? Breakfast Club, free. Drink Champs, free. Big Boy, free. Academics, free.
Well, you kind of create the market for yourself, though.
I did. So I don't complain about it. I don't cry about it, but that's the reality of it. So the $25,000 thing comes out. I'm out with my kids, right? We're doing like an escape room, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
Right? I'm out with my twins. We're doing an escape room, and I'm enjoying my time with my kids. So then I get these text messages from Aries. Yo, Boosie's getting $25,000. We need to renegotiate. And look at these comments. Look at these YouTube comments. I only watch VladTV when Aries on. Yo, Aries needs a raise. Aries is my favorite guest. He's the only one I watched. And I said, well, first of all, you just got raised up. You get nowhere near the views of Boosie. Nowhere near the views. Like, Boosie's just a way bigger figure.
A bigger pot.
The shows that Boosie does are massive compared to what Aries Spears does. And like, Boosie on camera is way more entertaining than damn near anybody. Boosie's a force, man. He's an awesome personality. And on top of it, when I told him, you know, the whole thing with Boosie getting paid 25, Boosie was really getting paid 20, but then I figured out a way to get him more money by doing house tours. You see what I'm saying? So it's really 20 plus 5 for the house tour. And a lot of times the interview might not make the 20, but the house tour will make some extra money. And overall, it makes money. Me and Aries don't do house tours. And I'm like, fam, like, you just got raised up. We can't have a conversation based on YouTube comments. He's like, yo, you're not going to convince me what I'm worth. Look at these people. They say they come only for me, and you need to up my salary.
Oh, it's like a hostile takeover, huh?
And if you don't, then maybe we're done.
Oh,
wow.
my God. Okay, so what just happened there? And again, big shout out to mi reina, mi vida, mi amor. All right, says Lee. Thank you for blessing us with the wisdom tonight. We love your long streams, and we love all your videos on the main. Thank you so much. Somebody write mi reina up in the chat. Shout out to mi reina. Thank you. Now, this is important. And business owners, you got to watch this. Aries Spears just tried to justify a raise. How did he justify it? Let's see. What did Vlad say again? What was the Aries technique to justify a raise?
Like, Boosie on camera is way more entertaining than damn near anybody. Boosie's a force, man. He's an awesome personality. And on top of it, when I told him, you know, the whole thing with Boosie getting paid 25, Boosie was really getting paid 20, but then I figured out a way to get him more money by doing house tours. You see what I'm saying? So it's really 20 plus 5 for the house tour. And a lot of times the interview might not make the 20, but the house tour will make some extra money. And overall, it makes money. Me and Aries don't do house tours. And I'm like, fam, like, you just got raised up. We can't have a conversation based on YouTube comments. He's like, yo, you're not going to convince me what I'm worth. Look at these people. They say they come only for me, and you need to up my salary.
Okay, so Aries wants Vlad to pay Aries more for comments. This person said, oh, I only come for Aries. I only watch your show, Vlad, for Aries. I only watch your show, Vlad. I only give you a membership when Aries is around. What's the problem? Let me show you. Let me show you the problem. Hold up. Let me show you a problem with this crazy dude's logic. this gonna work? Oh, shit, it worked. All right, check this out, guys. Look at this. I myself was on Vlad, right? I was on there a couple times. So Vlad, Aries says, well, if you just look at the comments, you should pay me more, right? Well, shit, what were the comments when I was on there? What were the comments? Oh, I have to click on it? I thought I already clicked on it. Let me see. All right. So let's look at the comment. How do you see the fucking comments? Oh, here they go. That's a long video. Did y'all know they show so many damn videos before the comments? Okay, let's look at the comments, guys. What do the comments say? I don't know if y'all can see them. When I was on there, I can listen to this dude talk about any case. He knows how to hold verbal conversation. Great interview. This is the first comment. Second comment. This is the most quiet I've ever heard Vlad during an interview because I was talking my shit. Third comment. Fellow 20-year divorce lawyer here. Love the work the lead is doing. I even appeared on one of his live streams. Big shout out to John Noble. This is a terrific lawyer, right? It's funny because this dude isn't your random YouTuber. He's actually a professional in his field, and he's actually able to translate those complex court stuff in YouTube format, which is great. Comment after comment after comment singing my praises. Comment after comment. Who is this man? You got to have him back on. Who is this man? One of your best interviewees ever. I'm going to get upset with you if you don't get this answer. What's the problem with me taking all of these comments and showing them to Vlad and asking him for a raise? What am I taking Vlad? I'm taking him comments. What's the problem? Does anybody know? The musical web. Here's the fucking problem. That's it. That's it. Comments aren't views. They're not views. One thing goes into the pot. Theoretically, you could put other things, but for this conversation, one thing goes into the pot. What's the one thing? Views. Do comments go into the pot? No. Do congratulations go into the pot? No. Attaboys go into the pot? No. Pat on the backs go into the pot? No. I was eating at a restaurant the other day. Girl come up talking about she loved me, my little YouTube channel with the body cam stuff. She told me that. Thank you. I didn't get a dime from it. Would you like to be in the pot, ma'am? So that's the problem when Aries Spears is like, oh, well, look at this person says he watches myself. I can do the same thing with the same shit with my interviews. People love me on these damn Vlad things. It doesn't, like they say in corporate world, it doesn't move the needle. Right? So Aries is not selling Vlad what Vlad is trying to buy. What is Vlad? Vlad is buying views. Can we just break it down? He's buying views. When you pay for a collab, you are buying views. Hopefully. But it's a risk. You don't know how many views you're going to buy. You hopefully buying some. It's an investment. That's another reason why your pay is kind of lowered, because the purchaser has to take all the investment. That's why when you pay, Anton was paying Charleston White $10,000, and then Charleston White would turn around and say, hey, delete the clips. I'm deleting them. If I delete the clips, I delete the views. Yeah. Delete the views. Yeah. The brands ain't fucking with me. Well, Charleston, if I delete the views, where did I get the money from to pay for your hotel and your plane ride and your 10 grand cash? Yeah, well, we family. Family wouldn't do that. So just delete the views, because we family. You done seen my mother. So let's go back. Yes. Facts. Let me see this right quick. Ooh. On at some point. Woo! Oh! Damn. Facts. Damn. Damn. Ugh. Wow. No more makeup. Wow. Oh, it's the oh man. The damn shit's on mute. My bad, guys. My bad. Thank you so much. Somebody write Gail in the chat. Gail, let me know my shit's muted, man. I told you I took that damn sleeping medication. She got me a little ooh. What's that? Got me a little woozy. All right, let's see. Damn, I fucked that up. Thank you so much, Gail, for letting me know. All right, we ain't gonna listen to all of it. We'll get a little bit though.
Done. Fuck him, Jay and Diplo. Like, damn, they making thousands of dollars doing
Big
shows.
shout
And
out
I'm
to
in a fucked up
TLC.
studio. I can't pay my bills. Like, I'm fucked up. I'm kind of jealous of what they're getting. It's motivating me to like do something, right? I get that type of jealousy. But then you got motherfuckers like Aries Spears, who's doing better than he ever has, who's making more money than he's ever made in his whole career. And he's still jealous as fuck over Boosie. He's jealous of another man because he's making more money on a platform than him, even though he's making way more money ever. Wow. And it clouds his fucking judgment so bad that he wants to crash out. And he doesn't even want to have a conversation. He thinks that these stupid ass comments justify his position. So I said, yo, I'm fucking done. Fuck him. He's not welcome to the platform anymore. I don't give a fuck.
No more makeup?
Yeah, no more makeup. I'm sorry, Candace. I'm sorry. She's a sweetheart too, man. Candace is so great. I kind of feel bad that we're not going to hire her every month to do, Aries makeup. And I said, I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this shit anymore because Aries was making after expenses about half the profit. And I said, yo, I can get in front of the camera myself and make that without the fucking headache of this dumbass motherfucker. So
I think that's a new iteration, Vlad. I think you're starting to realize, VladTV, it's as much as, most platforms like yours start off where it's so guest-based, but even if you're off camera, you're pretty much on camera in terms of you're part of the conversation. It's not just asking questions. Right. It's an ongoing conversation.
There's an art form to this, man. I've been doing it for 20 years. Yeah. It's not, you can't just take me out of the equation and think you're going to have the same product. So here's what happens next, right? All this happens, and I said, I'm fucking done with Aries. Like, you're not going to see him on the platform again.
Do you tell him this?
No, because when he said, when he sent me the text, and I'm like, we still having the call, he said at some point, I said, LOL, okay, cool, I'm done. I'm not texting him anymore. I'm not following up. Fuck him. I'm cool. But since this is a private business conversation, I'm not going to say anything. If people ask where Aries, we just got busy. Oh, he on tour, whatever else. This is a private business conversation. But then Aries decides to make a video, which you actually posted and you commented on.
Yeah.
Right? And this is what I found funny about this video, right? And he confirms everything that I'm saying, right? When you watch that video, everything that I'm saying
lines up.
It lines up. But he says, yo, the reason I need to get paid is because, they say that all of Vlad's favorite guests are gone now. Boosie's gone. Godfrey's gone. Lord Jamar's gone.
Wait, y'all can still hear this, right? Now y'all can hear it? Don't tell me I done did this the second time and y'all can't hear it. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear it. Because I know some people are behind in the chat. Okay, Brock, thank you so much. All right, thank you.
Lord Jamar's not gone, by the way. He's been on my show twice, in the past year. Me and him still talk all the time. Tony Yayo's gone. Tony Yayo's coming in tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
And see, I'm the last person left. And if I leave, then no one's going to watch anything on the channel. I'm the franchise player. Like, I need to be paid more just for that.
Vlad pays me to be on. And
he's probably mad that you said that because then everybody else wants to get paid.
No, he pays people.
Everybody? He pays.
Yeah, but we all get different pay. So people have said, yo, the most popular guests that Vlad has on, Lord Jamar, Tony Yayo, Godfrey, Boosie, and Aries.
Wants the max. Give him the max.
So let me, and here's another stupid ass concept based on comments or people in his ear. Here's the reality based on the actual numbers, right? Let me name you all the people that get more views than Aries Spears consistently.
Well, he basically said he's.
What did Vlad just go back to? Does anybody know? Let me replay it again. What did Vlad want to focus on, and what did he go right back to? Let's hear it.
On comments or people in his ear. Here's the reality based on the actual numbers, right? Let me name you all the people that get more views than Aries Spears consistently.
More views.
Well, he basically said he's one of the backbones that helped build this and kind of held it down.
Lots of
basically
people.
The franchise player at the point.
Right, but here's the thing. He thinks that he's the top producer on the channel. Now, he's on more often because he's convenient.
Does
but in
the
terms
numbers
of
match?
people, and for me, it's easy, right? Because a lot of people are on tour or whatever. I could have other people on more often, but I like the conversation with him. But on a per interview basis, he is not one of the top producers. Let me name you people who consistently get more views than Aries Spears.
Let's see the list.
TK Kirkland, DL Hughley, Phase on Love,
Oh, wow.
DJ Academics,
I'm here.
Whack 100, Tony Yayo, who's going to be here tomorrow, Freeway Ricky, Gilbert Arenas, Michael Franzese, Tekashi 6ix9ine. These are all people that get more views than Aries. Aries is mid-tier. But he just thinks he's bigger than he is because of TikTok clips and because he's on more often. And here's the thing, right? If he thinks he really is a franchise player, go to his podcast on his YouTube channel.
Like
have you seen it?
No, I found the video there. It was like 700 views.
700 views.
Someone else pointed me
out.
Oh, 700 views. What are we talking about, guys? If there's one thing you guys need to leave this stream armed with, it is about the views. You coming over here wanting a raise on my shit. When you go to your shit, you only get 700 views. If you came on my platform and got me 700 views, you know how much I would give you? I would give you nothing. I'd say you owe me. I'll send you an invoice. $500. You owe me for that. Came on my shit and give me 500 views. It's a nickel. You put a nickel in the pot. But then you get 500, you know, and a lot of people, and even people have said this in this chat. And, you know, it's a perspective. They're like, hey, man, Vlad's white. We're black. We need to go over here and start our own shit. Boosie said that shit. Aries said that shit. And then when they do that, what do they find? When Aries starts his podcast, what does he find? Oh, it's not that easy. Not that easy to get 500,000 views. Not that easy to get 1.2 million views. You're like, I'm the talent. A lot of people in this chat have said, oh, black people need to go start their own shit. Fair. But when they do that, what do they see? Why can't they do both? I was on Vlad. I got my own shit. It don't have to be an either or, but when you're just the talent, when you just show up and you're not the businessman, you're not the production, you don't run it, you just show up and I'll sit down and talk my shit. When you get up, you don't see the front end, you don't see the back end. Start a channel for yourself. That's what Aries did, and he got 700 views. But want a raise from this man. The audacity. $700. Get the fuck out of my face, $700. Right?
They get more views than Aries. Aries is mid-tier. But he just thinks he's bigger than he is because of TikTok clips and because he's on more often. And here's the thing, right? If he thinks he really is a franchise player, go to his podcast on his YouTube channel.
Like
have you seen it?
No, I found the video there. It was like 700 views.
700 views.
Yo,
you are the big franchise player. You're the draw. You're the reason why people get memberships and all that. And yet on your own channel, on your home turf, you can't break 3,000 views.
Well, I've said this to you before.
There it is.
You kind of create a market
please.
Versus yourself. And I say to the guys who are complaining or they're trying to negotiate at this point publicly with you, they can't come back with another offer from anyone else that would match it.
Because nobody
that's
pays
the problem,
him.
right?
Nobody pays him.
If you're paying him $4,000 and he says, hey, you know, there's this place that's trying to give me $7,500.
Go do it.
To kind of have the same conversation.
Go do it.
Listen, I like rocking with you. Could we just up the money? You would probably think about it a little bit more if there's competing, right?
Well, no, because I'm going to think about it as profit and loss. And at the end of the day, my time is valuable. Because here's the thing, right? Aries, I'm the franchise player. I'm the reason why the lights are on in this place. But yet when you do your own platform, you flop every single time.
So you're saying he's not LeBron James, he's Bronny James.
What I'm saying is that the success of Aries on VladTV is not just because of Aries. is because of Aries and Vlad doing the interview, right? You've seen the new Boosie interview. It doesn't quite kick the same when you got some random person asking questions.
There's a lot of interjections that were missed.
Right. That's the whole thing, right? It's Aries and Vlad and the interactions. All the viral clips aren't just Aries ranting. It's what I'm saying and then him responding and so forth. It's the platform. It's the 6.5 million subscribers that took me 20 years to build up. It's the lighting. It's my camera crew that I pay top dollar to create this type of environment. It's my sound guy that cleans up the sound. It's the promotion engine behind what we do. It's not just him. It's a whole thing around it. And I fuck with him, so I let him be on this and I work with him on that. And I spend the exact amount of time. Matter of fact, I spend more time than him working on these projects. I still have to manage my staff and I pay him up front and I take all the risk. And his stuff gets demonetized constantly. Do I ever go to him and say, yo, man?
All right, this is absolute insanity. I'm telling you as a YouTuber, this is absolute insanity. Y'all can't see this. This is insane. Let me show you mine. Let me show you mine. Give me 1 second here. Let me show you mine. Give me 1 second. Because this is very important. All right, check this out. These are my back-end analytics. These are my back-end analytics. And there's one thing I want you to notice, okay? One thing. Is this the date? All right. Guys, if you're not a YouTuber, you're not going to understand the importance of this. But you see this circle right here, and the circle is green. Everybody see the circle? Green, green, green. And the heading for this circle is monetization. That means that I got paid for this video, and I got paid for this video, and I got paid for this video, and I got paid for this video, right? They are monetizing my shit to the fullest. That's what it means, right? Now look at this. This is a yellow. This says limited. I don't know if y'all can see this. Wish I could blow it up somehow. Can y'all see the shit, or am I just talking up my ass? Because I really want y'all to understand this. So, this video right here is limited. That means I didn't get my full money. So this video had 255,000 views. Let me see if I can find another one with, okay. 255,000. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so check this out. Here is a video that I did, and it got 250, 200, okay, just listen to it then. Just listen. Oh. Wait, where my man at? Look who we got up in here, man. Somebody shout out DJ Vlad. Is this the real one? I don't know if that's the, oh, it's the real one. Somebody write Vlad in the house, man. Shout out to DJ Vlad. Vlad, I've been trying to break it down from him, man. Break it down to them. They don't understand. I don't know how much he does sing. But I'm trying to fucking break it down to them because they not getting what's wrong with certain people. All right. So big shout out to Vlad for stopping by. All right. But Vlad makes a very important point here. And when I saw this, what Vlad showed, I was shocked, to be honest. I was shocked. So Vlad is a real one. Now let me show you what I'm trying to see. Y'all can't really see it. I wish I could blow it up a little bit. Can y'all see the shit now? All right, here's what I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see two things. Here's a video that I did. This is green. I showed you one with yellow. This is green. And this video got, I need to just take my word for it. This video got 252,000 views. So it's the same as the last one. This video is green. How much do y'all think I got paid for this video? I don't know. Let's see. How much did I get paid for the video? Where's the analytics? I got paid for this video $2,000. Can y'all see that? 250,000 views, and I got paid $2,000. Okay? The video took me an hour to make. So 250,000 views. What's the point though? The point, guys, is that it had that green check mark. Do y'all remember that green check mark? Now, what did we see with let me go back. What did Vlad show us on Aries stuff? That it had this yellow mark, right? Now let's click on this video. This video also had about 200,000 views, but it has a limited. Look at this. Look at the restrictions. It's limited monetization. Does that affect your money? Well, let's check it out. Let's look at my analytics. Bam. This video, in fact, made more. It made a little more, 256,000, and I only got paid 700. So if Spears does a clip for me, and that clip does 250,000 views, if I'm Vlad, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, shit, I'm gonna get 2 racks for that. Good job. I'm gonna give you 2 racks for that one clip. But it could be the case that he said something a little wild, or he said something that YouTube didn't like, and I only get $700. So what's the point? I only got 25% of what I was supposed to get. Here's the question. Can I go back to fucking Aries Spears and be like, hey, Aries, you remember that clip from me when I was supposed to get 100%, but I only got 25% because of what you said? Well, bro, I'm gonna need a refund. I'm gonna need 75%. We're gonna have to do something because I didn't get my full money, so you need to kick back. Aries is gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What I'm talking about is that I paid you thinking that I was gonna get a certain amount based on the views, and I did not. And well, you run the risk. You set the price, you run the risk. Fine, he does run the risk. But what I was shocked about is how much risk Vlad was running. I had no idea that look at this, guys. This is fucking insanity. I don't know if y'all can see this. Do y'all see all these goddamn yellow marks? It's all yellow. God damn. All the risk. Look at all of those demonetizations, guys. This, if you're a YouTuber, this is the last goddamn thing you want to see. It's the last thing. Like, Vlad is really being 100% transparent. Like, nigga, if you see this, don't ask me for nothing. Real talk, if all your shit gets demonetized, look at this. It's not one green. Shout out to Vlad. I didn't know. When a YouTuber sees another YouTuber later, like, God damn, Vlad, they got your shit fucked up. My shit is the opposite. It's all green, one yellow, two yellows once a year, or some shit like that. Damn. They are not paying Vlad what Vlad is really supposed to be paying. But who takes the brunt of that? Can Vlad pass those losses down to Aries Spears? No, he has to eat that. And just like what Big Bandoletto says, and Aries still gets paid. And Aries still gets paid. And yet Aries wants to ask for more money. Come on, man. You want to ask for more money when you see my shit is getting demonetized to hell? What Boosie say? Come on, man. Come on, dog. What that nigga say? But for real though, right? I could not believe. Shout out to damn Vlad, because I did not know his shit looked like this. This is some goddamn insanity. I don't know if y'all can see all these yellows. Let me see if I can blow it up. Wait. Oh, I can't blow it up for some reason. All right, I can't blow it up, but y'all see every fucking line in here is yellow. It's insane. So let's move on. But I just want you from, just behind YouTuber stuff, let y'all YouTube people who are not YouTubers know that's some serious shit. All right, let's go. He does. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little rusty. So I'm watching the video. Y'all ain't watching it. Let me pull my shit up again. All right. I'm on that sleeping pill, guys. Give me some grace. Let's go. Yes. God damn it, y'all. Thank y'all for letting me know no audio. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't streamed in a while. It's some damn I'm on this damn sleeping medication. Hold up. I'm gonna set it up straight right now. Thank y'all for letting me know. Got the shit fucked up. All right, here we go. Thank y'all for letting me know.
Another offer from anyone else that would match it.
Because nobody pays him. Right? Nobody pays him.
If you're paying him $4,000 and he says, "Hey, there's this place that's trying to give me $7,500,
go do it."
To kind of have the same conversation.
Go do it.
Listen, I like rocking with you. Can we just up the money? You would probably think about it a little bit more if there's competing, right?
Well, no, because I'm going to think about it as profit and loss.
Yes.
At the end of the day, my time is valuable. Because here's the thing, right? Aries, I'm the franchise player. I'm the reason why the lights are on in this place.
Bullshit.
But yet, when you do your own platform, you flop every single time.
So you're saying he's not LeBron James, he's Bronny James.
What I'm saying is that the success of Aries on Vlad TV is not just because of Aries. It's because of Aries and Vlad doing the interview, right? You've seen the new Boosie interview. It doesn't quite kick the same when you got some random person asking questions.
There's a lot of interjections that were missed.
Right. That's the whole thing, right? It's Aries and Vlad and the interactions. All the viral clips aren't just Aries ranting. It's what I'm saying and then him responding and so forth. It's the platform. It's the 6.5 million subscribers that took me 20 years to build up. It's the lighting. It's my camera crew that I pay top dollar to create this type of environment. It's my sound guy that cleans up the sound. It's the promotion engine behind what we do. It's not just him. It's a whole thing around it. And I fuck with him, so I let him be on this and I work with him on that. And I spend the exact amount of time. Matter of fact, I spend more time than him working on these projects. And I still have to manage my staff. And I pay him up front and I take all the risk. And his stuff gets demonetized constantly. Do I ever go to him and say, yo, man,
guys, I've never, I've been a YouTuber a long time. I've never seen no shit like this. All of the shit gets demonetized. Now, I don't know if Aries Spears knows this, but if Vlad wants to be really transparent, you know, he could be like, hey, man, your shit don't even command full price from YouTube. What did I just show you from my back end? And YouTubers won't show you this, guys, but I'll show it to you. It's the back channel anyway. I had a video with 250,000 views. How much did I get paid on it? Y'all saw it. I got 2 racks. I had another video with 250,000 views, but it had that yellow. It had that limited monetization, $700. I needed that 2,000. My mortgage is damn near 7,000. Now they keep going up. Don't give me $700 when I need 2,000. And for his shit to be just $700 the whole way down. I mean, it's not $700. It depends on the damn views, right? But to take a loss like that on every fucking one is insane. Y'all don't know this because y'all aren't YouTubers. What we are looking at is insanity. It is absolute insanity.
I didn't make 4,000 on this last video. Can you just deduct something next time? No, I just take that loss. So that's the thing, man. And the thing in life and the thing in business, it's not just about talent. It's about talent and being able to work with people, about being respectful. Like Aries has a long history of people I know that don't want to fuck with him because of situations like this. But I still did it. But when you look at where he is, he should, you know, talent-wise, he's at a Kevin Hart level. He's at a Cat Williams level. But because of shit like this, he's a mid-tier comedian. And that's the whole thing of it, man. It's like I try to have an actual conversation, but you can't have a basic level of respect with me.
Facts.
After everything we've done. When I put more money in your pocket than anybody, when I've given you more promotion than anybody, you can't even have a phone call with me because you're so fucking jealous. You're so blinded by jealousy for another man that you know is better than you, but you're still so fucking blinded by that you're gonna crash out. So honestly, fuck Aries. He's not like welcome to the platform on any level.
God,
and I am completely fucking through.
I do have one pushback. I don't think he's necessarily jealous of Boosie.
Okay.
I think the
conversation started with him talking about Boosie.
Yeah, but so it's not him saying, well, Boosie isn't necessarily worth that or whatever. I think sometimes with the people you're working with, when they come and do an interview, they don't even know that, oh, this is a platform that would be paying out $25,000 for a person. So it's you, it's not Boosie. They're looking at it to say, well, if he has the budget to pay out $25,000 for an appearance fee, and I'm getting $4, he could probably bump me up to 6.5, and he probably won't break a sweat. He's paid, his ceiling is 25.
Ak is 100% right here. What is Ak really saying here? And I explained this to you. Who was here in the beginning? What is Ak really saying translated in terms that I explained it? Does anybody know? Let's listen to it one more time. Because Ak is right about
anybody, you're going to crash out. So honestly, fuck Aries. He's not like welcome to the platform on any level. And I am completely fucking through.
I do have one pushback. I don't think he's necessarily jealous of Boosie.
Okay.
I think the
conversation started with him talking about Boosie.
Yeah, but so it's not him saying, well, Boosie isn't necessarily worth that or whatever. I think sometimes with the people you're working with, when they come and do an interview, they don't even know that, oh, this is a platform that would be paying out $25,000 for a person. So it's you, it's not Boosie. They're looking at it to say, well, if he has the budget to pay out $25,000 for an appearance fee, and I'm getting $4, he could probably bump me up to 6.5, and he probably won't break a sweat. He's paid, his ceiling is 25.
What is Ak saying there? If there was anybody here in the beginning, he said, hey, man, he's got, listen, DJ Vlad's got a significant amount of net worth. He's paying Vlad $25,000. He's paying me $4. He could bump me up to 6.5. What is Ak really saying? Where is Ak saying that Vlad should get that money from? Does anybody know? Where is Ak saying, oh, well, you know, you got the budget to pay 25 over here. You got the budget to pay 40 over here. Where you can get the money. You can get the 2.5. Where is it? Y'all are on it. Yes. Yes. Aries wants Vlad to pay the $2,000 extra out of Vlad's pockets. That's exactly right. Out of the pocket. Yes. The pocket. Yes. The pocket. Yes. Where, in fact, should the money be coming from, though? The money should not be coming from Vlad's pockets. The money should be coming from the pot. Just the pot and only the pot. And what's in the pot? The views are in the pot. And you get paid in accordance with your views. You do not get paid in accordance with how much is in my pocket. You do not get paid in accordance with how much my house is worth, the car that I drive, my net worth, how much is in the stock, the brokerage account, how much is in my retirement. How much equity can I pull out of my house? Fuck you. You only get paid from the pot. And if the views in that pot are small, you're going to get paid small. Tekashi Tech 9 got that pot and filled that bitch up. And Vlad was like, hey, here's your part of the pot. But now when people hear about how much Tekashi got, now they're not looking at the pot, they're looking at Vlad's pockets. They're like, oh, what about the comments? Oh, I was on Vlad's show 6 times last year. I only been once this year. He should pay me more. This guy said I bought a $5 membership. He should pay me more. All of that extraneous shit. One question. How many views did you put in the pot? That's it. So Ak is right when he's saying, oh, well, you know, Aries is saying you got a budget for 25. He's right, but he's wrong also, because Ak's wrong in saying you got a budget for 25. To be precise, Ak should be saying the pot has a budget for 25. And to be really precise, Boosie's pot has a budget for 25. But just because Boosie's pot has a budget for 25 does not mean that Aries Spears' pot has a budget for 25. Aries Spears' pot is much smaller than Boosie's pot. And Boosie's pot was much smaller for that one interview that Vlad had with the Tekashi 6ix9ine, even though in aggregate, Boosie's pot is way bigger than Tekashi 6ix9ine. But just for that one interview, Tekashi 6ix9ine had a humongous pot. Guys, if there's one thing that you should take out of this, it's the way I'm framing it. It's the pocket versus the pot. If you are a businessman, you are not trying to pay people out of your pockets. You're trying to pay people out of how much they bring you. There's another P, production. Aries Spears, you want more money? This man does not have any problem paying Aries Spears more money if he does one thing, produce. Produce. Don't ask for handouts. Don't ask for gifts. Don't come with me. Don't come to me talking about comments. Produce. Well, what am I supposed to produce? Videos. Where do I put the videos? In the fucking pot. And then you just get paid out of that, right?
You should start with him talking about Boosie.
Yeah, but so it's not him saying, well, Boosie isn't necessarily worth that or whatever. I think sometimes with the people you're working with, when they come and do an interview, they don't even know that, oh, this is a platform that would be paying out $25,000 for a person. So it's you. It's not Boosie. They're looking at it to say, well, if he has the budget to pay out $25,000 for an appearance fee, and I'm getting 4, he could probably bump me up to 6.5, and he probably won't break a sweat. He's paid, his ceiling is 25. So the quote unquote jealousy that you're speaking of is basically saying, well, they have a budget here. It's like they look at you like a record label, right? If you see someone else gets a $2 million budget for their album, it's not that you're like, hey, he doesn't deserve it. You're like, I'm going to go there too, and I'm going to try to get my $2 million, right? Or at least close to it. So perhaps they're kind of looking at you, and they didn't realize that money was flowing like this, you know? So they're looking at Vlad, and they're like, this is big baller Vlad now. Vlad's looking good. What's on the wrist? Vlad's flexing on him now.
Yeah, what's on the wrist?
And I think they're starting to realize maybe, you know, maybe this pie could get sliced up a little bit different where they feel like they're getting a little bit more. Or perhaps because Boosie was, you know, having that renegotiation with you, they feel like, you know, they feel like they're not doing anything if they don't try to renegotiate as well.
You can have a renegotiation with me. In fact, when I got home and got it from my computer, I said, cool, we can have a conversation and maybe we can move things around a little bit. That was my intention. I can't have a negotiation with you when I'm on my fucking phone and I don't have access to any of my analytics, right? Because it's a conversation about analytics. So we could have had that conversation. We had a meeting to have that conversation. But Aries wants to act like a fucking diva and blow off the meeting and then say, at some point, I'll talk to you. Motherfucker, at no point will you talk to me. Seriously, at no point will you fucking talk to me. This is a bridge that I'm burning the fuck up. Seriously. We could have had conversations like this. And you know something? I've had other guests have conversations with me like this.
Since then?
No, just in general. People always, when you get an appearance fee, like, no, we could always talk about it. And sometimes I'll be like, cool, I'm going to bump you up. Sometimes like, yo, I can't bump you up. Sometimes I'll bump people down. There's people that I paid 10 for, and it's like, yo, I'm not making any money off 10. Like, we're breaking even on 10. Let's go down to 5. And people are like, cool, I get it. I get it. And things keep moving, right? But at the point where you can't even have a conversation with me, and it's all based off the jealousy of someone else's numbers, I'm cool, man. I am cool.
100%. Vlad is 100% right. In fact, me and Vlad had that same conversation. I was on there the first time, and it just did that for free, and it was a blessing to me because I might have had 200,000 subs and he had millions. So just off of the exposure alone, you know, I thought that was a great opportunity for me. Super grateful for that. And then the second video that I did, I got paid like $1,000, which, you know, I was fine with, especially because the studio was like 8 minutes from my house. Right now, I learned that was a mistake, but I had to eat it. And I should never have agreed to $1,000. And I'm gonna tell you why. And then, so Vlad, you just heard Vlad says, hey man, when you have guests, you talk about attorneys, appearance fees, you know, there's a lot of back and forth and people talk about them all the time, but it doesn't have to end in disrespect. And so when Vlad called me up for a third time, he's like, hey, you know, we got on the phone talking about going back on there again. We had to talk numbers because I learned that I could not do it for $1,000. Why not? Why couldn't I do it for $1,000? We'll talk about that in 1 second here, guys. Big shout out to Diddy Truck, D-I-T-Y. What does he say? Hey, listen, man, compare truck prices. Book movers, move smarter with Diddy Truck. Hashtag moving just got easier. New site updates coming soon, man. So if y'all want to move, y'all need stuff hauled from place to place, go check out my folks, Diddy Truck. Thank you so much, Diddy Truck. Thank you. And I'm sorry about the sound, guys. I'm on that shit, so I'm trying to keep it together. Thank you again so much, Gail, for reminding me. Little Gaming Channel asks an excellent question. Excellent. Lead, are there contracts for these guests to get paid based on views after the? This is such an amazing question, and I'm going to answer it a little later because it kind of, I want to talk about this, and it's such a great question. Thank you so much. Shout out to Akari King. I hope I'm reading that right. It says back channel got hotter than a pistol in the favelas. All right. Damn, shout out to TLA sleep medication. I know it's got me fucking this shit up, man. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Thank you so much, Car. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Shout out Little Gaming Channel says Vlad is paying for individual appearance and views. He's not lumping everybody together. Therefore, no views equals no money. 100%. But see, you getting this from a business owner. Business owner is going to understand this very easily. But people like Aries, people like Vlad, they don't know that what they're asking for, they're not asking for a raise. What are they asking for? They're asking for gifts. They're asking for charities. They're asking for 5013Cs. They're asking for this DEI treatment. Oh, yeah, DEI. Produce, and you don't need DEI. Produce, and you don't, I don't want to get to the DEI stuff, but produce, and you, I know a lot of Democrats are like, oh, where you going there, Lee? I ain't trying to go there. I'm just saying, if you produce, you don't have to worry. Put some fucking views in that pot, just like my man says. Big shout out to TLGC. What does TLGC says? Vlad saying Aries should get an EBT card as appearance. Okay, that's some government aid. Is government aid DEI? I can't even tell. I can't even tell. Right, big shout out, Little Gaming Channel. 100%. 100%. Shout out to my man Perry Unlikely says, shit, Little Gaming Channel, are you not a damn, you ain't even a mod over here, man. My bad. This is the back channel. This shit fucked up, man. I'm sorry about that. I'll put you on there right now. Perry says, that's like looking up salary ranges by title on Indeed, doing no research and going to the office like, give me 250,000 or else. Okay, HR is like, okay, or else. He's exactly right. Now let me shout out to Perry. Now let me let you hear again exactly what happens when Vlad, talks to content creators or people who are going to interview about coming on and they can't get to an agreement, because this happened with me and Vlad. And I'm gonna break it down. Let's see what he says.
Cool, I'm gonna bump you up. Sometimes like, yo, I can't bump you up. Sometimes I bump people down. There's people that I paid 10 for, and it's like, yo, I'm not making any money off 10. Like we're breaking even on 10. Let's go down to 5. And people are like, cool, I get it. And things keep moving, right? But at the point where you can't even have a conversation with me, and it's all based off the jealousy of someone else's numbers, I'm cool, man. I am cool. And to Andy Steinberg, who made a little slick comment about me at the end.
At the end of the show this last time when he's...
All right, so... y'all weren't even looking at the damn video, were you? Could y'all even hear it? Boy, this sleep medication, I should not have taken this sleep medication, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm going through a little bit of this and a little bit of that, right? So my bad. But it's very important actually what Vlad said. So let me fix that. Let me just do it real quick because I want to talk to you about my experience in going back and forth with Vlad over pay. All right, let's see what he says.
I get it. And things keep moving, right? But at the point where you can't even have a conversation with me, and it's all based off the jealousy of someone else's numbers, I'm cool, man. I am cool.
All right, so you heard Vlad. Sometimes he'll bump you up. Sometimes you talk to people, he has to bump them down. And sometimes you just can't reach an agreement. All right, now, Vlad, I don't know whether he called me or he texted me, but we got on the phone because he wanted me to come on the show again. And again, it's 8 minutes down the road from my house, right? So it's not a big deal at all. And Vlad, I think he wanted to pay the $1,000. Now, I had no idea how much people were paying. I mean, I had no idea how much he was paying all these other people. I would have thought he was paying Aries like 10 or something like that, minimum. I had no idea he had started Aries out at 1,500 or something, and then bumped him up to 2, and then bumped him up to 3, and then bumped him up to 4. I said, Vlad, I'm gonna need 3. I might have said 4. I might have said 5. I don't remember, but I remember. Let's say I said 5. And he was like, man, I can't really do 5 because I got these expenses. And it's not like when he said I got these expenses, I thought he was bullshitting, because I'd already been on his show. So I had seen his studio. I had seen all the lighting equipment. I had seen all of the audio. I had seen the one worker that handles the light. I had seen the one contractor that handles the microphone, the audio. I had seen it. That shit ain't free. So I was like, well, maybe we could meet in the middle. Maybe I could do it for 3. And he's like, honestly, man, I can't even do it for that. I was like, shit. Well, I can't do it for less than 3. Now, why was I saying that I couldn't do it for less than 3? And this is very different than a Boosie or even an Aries Spears. And let me tell you why. The way I explained to you guys how Vlad works, how all these big YouTubers, I Show Speed, Casanat, they chop the shit up, right? They're on the clipping method. They make a ton of money off of clips. So Vlad, it's not like Vlad wants me on there because I'm the culture and everybody knows me. Most of the people on there, this shit don't know me. So he wants my perspective. He wants my legal perspective on cases. Now, what's the problem? He can't just ask me 2 cases because he's not going to get a lot of clips out of that. So, days before the interview, thankfully, very professionally, he'll send me an email and he'll say, hey, these are the cases that I want you to talk about. It could be 12 cases on there. What's the problem? What's the problem when you're asking a damn near 50-year-old man to talk about 12 cases of a Melly, a Lucci, a Pooh Shiesty, a fucking, what's the dude with the goals that lost a lot of weight that got raw? What's the problem? The first problem is I don't know none of these fuckers because I'm old. So the issue becomes that and I need to speak more intelligently than an Aries. I need to speak more intelligently than a Boosie. I need to bring information. Thank you, Gucci man. Thank you. Right? And so Lone puts his finger on the. Lone's like, damn, lead. If you got 12 cases to research, that's a job. Now, it's not, and here's the fucked up thing, and I'm not sure Vlad really appreciated this, but that's not, Vlad's worrying about the numbers. He shouldn't be worried about what I got going on. But what I learned during that second interview is that I fucked myself agreeing to that for $1,000 because I had to look at 12 cases. But do you know what else I had to look at? You know what else I had to do besides look at the cases, guys? I had to memorize them. I had to memorize, oh, this person got 7 years. Or, oh, this person is in, the middle of trial. Or, oh, this person shot this person's baby mama and now they're suing. I can't be in the interview and be like, oh, yeah, let me look at my notes. There's no notes. I had to memorize the facts, the procedural history, the laws that apply in each case in all the different states. I had to memorize all of that shit. Let's just say it took 4 hours. Let's say it took 4 hours. Then I got to go to the damn thing, and it's only 10 minutes away, 8 minutes away, but then the interview is another 2 hours. So I'm in this Vlad interview for 6 hours. When I was in Vlad's office, I was looking just like Vlad. I was like, this shit don't make no goddamn sense. Look how Vlad is looking right now. That's how I was looking. I was like, nigga, I didn't know. But that's my fault. I didn't know I was going to get goddamn 12 cases to memorize. Now, what's the issue with this? Manuel, what my man Manuel say? He said, send him a damn adjusted invoice. Okay, Vlad. Okay. It's like, shit. So I'm into this interview for 6 hours. What's the beautiful thing? Somebody tell me the beautiful thing about a Boosie interview. Do you think this nigga studied for 6 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours? I would do $1,000 if I could just show up and talk about my life story. The problem is nobody fucking cares. I'm not in the life like that. Boosie's in the life. He just show up. Aries can just show up. Yes, you guys are getting it off the cuff. I would take a huge reduction. I'd go right now for $1,000. if I could just fucking talk. But because of the way, because of my angle as an attorney, an authority figure, someone knowledgeable, I can't do off the cuff. So I had to study and memorize and then show up and do the shit. Let me show you guys something. As y'all know, because there's only, 1,000 people on here, this is a back channel. All right. The channel that y'all are watching, I haven't even named it correctly. I should rename it the back channel. All right. Let me show you something on the back channel. Let me show you why this is the back channel. Now, if you look at it, you will see that if you look at my statistics, you'll see that I only have 18,000 subs, right? I do not take this channel seriously, but let me show you something. The last video that I did, not the last live, but the last video that I did, I'm on the wrong one, hold up. The last video that I did, it was on that bullshit Corey Holcomb. I would never put that nigga on my main channel. He stays in the back where he fucking deserves. Backdoria, you stay in the back. The last video that I did. Oh, I forgot about that. That was a bad video. I didn't even want to do the video. I felt, do y'all remember that video? Does anybody see that video? I didn't even want to do it. Here's the video that I did of that. Shit, I'm sharing it wrong. Hold up. Here's the video that I did of that Corey situation. What's the name of it? Corey Holcomb calls me out for lying. Okay, here is the receipts. I had to check that nigga. I had to put him in his place a little bit. All right. Now listen to me, guys. For the Vlad thing, I had to put in 6 hours. And I got paid $1,000. 6 hours for $1,000. For this little video that I made about the Vlad shit, if we look at the analytics, how much did I get paid? I got paid $3,600. $3,600. It took me an hour. So in 1 hour, I made $3,600 on a back channel. You guys can go to my main channel and find multiple videos with 300,000 views. Multiple. But Corey got me so fucking mad. I woke up at 4 in the morning while I was up watching that shit. 4 in the morning, I made a video. By 5:15, I was done. Sent it to my editor. He sent it back. $3,600. What's the problem for me? We know I've explained to you how Vlad is looking at it, the pot, but I'm looking at it different. Vlad, if I can make a video and make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in an hour, how is it possible for me to spend 6 hours working on your content and only get paid $1,000? How? And Vlad said, yeah, well, you know, but he was like, well, you're an attorney, you know this stuff. I don't think Vlad knew how outside of the sphere I am. I know very little about these YN's cases, very little. Can Vlad get some views and clip me to hell? And all of my shit, I would imagine, would be monetized. Well, we're talking about some crazy shit, but at least my portion, I'm not going to sing. I don't even curse. I don't think I cursed on Vlad's show. I don't curse typically on collabs because I want you to get your money. I don't want you to get demonetized. So I am not going to spend 6 hours to get $1,000. I'm just not going to do it. When I could spend 6,000, what do y'all say about Vlad? Vlad's biggest criticism is, oh, well, shit, people should just start their own shit. Go on their own platforms, produce their own content. Fine. I will spend 6 hours producing my content and get paid more than I will doing 6 hours of work and only getting paid $1,000. I am 100% right from my perspective. But if you look at Vlad don't care nothing about the 6 hours. He don't care nothing about the 3,000 that I got for that Corey Holcomb shit. Vlad is interested in the pot. And if Aries can't bring a big pot, you know, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So he's like, man, I maybe 1,100. I don't think he even lost. I think he stood at 1,000, and I couldn't. I was not going to accept 1,000. And I think my last offer was 3,000, and he wasn't trying to move below that. And I will never spend six hours for $1,000. I will never do it. Now, again, if my shit was like this is why I don't understand the Boosie shit. Imagine getting paid $25,000 and you don't have to study. Woo! If I could walk into a door, sit my ass down for 2 hours and get 25 racks, are you crazy? How do you turn that down? How do you turn that down? Like for me, I'm turning it down, but for those people, even for Aries, yes, it's a Tuesday. You apparently live down the street from the damn studio as well. You can wake up, roll out of bed, go into the studio, walk out 2 hours later with $4,000. Any attorney will tell you, we'll look at like pay per hour. A lot of times attorneys work per hour. Aries would, I want everybody to think how much you make per hour. Even if you're on salary, you've probably done the math. But especially if you're wage, how much do you make per hour? Aries Spears was making $2,000 an hour. He was making $2,000 an hour, and he is unsatisfied. Boosie was making $12,000 an hour. 2 hours for 25 racks? And got the nerve. So that's why me and Vlad couldn't kind of reach an agreement. And it makes 100%. It's 100% rational on his side, 100% rational on my side. It's just sometimes the facts line up where you're just not gonna be able to make it work. But even when we couldn't make it work, it wasn't like, oh, well, fuck you, or you being cheap. Isn't that what Boosie hit Vlad with? Cheap bastard or some shit. What did he say, Vlad? Called him cheap or something like that? Instead of knowing, hey, man, I see your point. Vlad cannot pay me $4,000 if I'm not going to make him 10, 12. You know, attorneys, for new attorneys, we like to base them on how much they can make for us. So if I'm going to hire you into my law firm, I want to give you an hourly rate. But whatever your hourly rate is, I'm going to charge the client 3 times more. 3 times more. That's you get a third. My office, staff, overhead gets a third. And then my profit is a third. So that's how I want to run it. And so that's kind of how I look at it. I want to generate Vlad 3 times the amount that he's going to earn off of my views. And if I can do that, then Vlad's not going to have a problem. But maybe Vlad says, hey man, if I pay you 3,000, then 6 I gotta make 9,000 on it. I don't know if I can make 9,000 off of you. And I don't think he can. I mean, Vlad's excellent at clipping up chips. I don't want to say what he can and can't do, but it would be a stretch. It would be a stretch. So that's kind of why me and Vlad couldn't get on the same page. And Vlad was right on that. And I was right on my shit too. I will never do a video where I have to study again for $1,000. That was ridiculous. But that was my fault. And I didn't realize this all I got in it. Shout out to Little Gaming Channel. Little Gaming Channel says, when I worked a salary job, you couldn't get 10 or 11 hours from me a day. The math don't math. The more I work, the less I make per hour. That's true. That's true. A lot of times when you guys go hire these attorneys for flat fees, and then y'all are like, wow, I paid him a flat fee. I paid him 10 grand. Why doesn't he want to work? It's because of what the Little Gaming Channel just said. If you've already paid him 10 grand and you're not going to pay him more, any minute that he works more, he's actually making less money. He's making less money. Right? Little Gaming Channel understands it acutely, absolutely acutely. Shout out to Blue Baggins. Blue Baggins said, Vlad said that digit ain't worth 6,500 with 6,500 in his pocket. Okay, beat it, sucker, 100%. You never want to pay your people from your pocket. Ever, ever, ever. You only want to pay them out of the pot. 100%. And thank you so much, Gail. Shout out to Gail for letting me know who's all up in here. Shout out to Zoom to Thailand. He was over stateside. He was in the Matrix. Shout out to Friendsgiving. The beautiful Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving, what happens when you are in the ER and you stand up? What happens? I've been seeing a lot of TikToks that say when you in the ER and you stand up, the whole shit shut down. I've been meaning to text you about that to see if it's true. Big shout out to Friendsgiving, man. Y'all have no idea how awesome she is. Hopefully she will come to Atlanta soon. She's always jet setting. And I always take her to dinner on me every single time. Such an amazing woman, extremely intelligent, and just all around kick ass, man. So thank you so much, Gail, for letting me know that she is in here as well. Big shout out to Musical Web. Thank you, Musical Web, for letting me know that I had fucked up on the on the audio. We got our girl Marie here, double M. Thank you so much, Marie, for the Cash App as well. $15 on the cash. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. Y'all blessing your boy. Big shout out. We got Tip Network in the house. Big shout out to the Tip. Says, let me drop this in the collection plate. Nothing but love, my G. Yeah, man. Big shout out. Huge content creators with even more huge potential to grow. Y'all check out Tip Network. Excellent content creators. Thank you so much. Grover out there doing his thing in Cali. We got Blue Baggins again. Shout out to Blue. Thank you, Blue. Another one of the OGs. Blue says, I own companies and deal with employees and subcontractors all the time that think they're worth more than they are. Yes. Difference between Vlad and I is I don't have a conversation. It's yes, no. It is yes, no. I can see that from you too, Blue. And I do appreciate the back and the forth, though, because you can kind of come to an understanding with reasonable people. But if there's no communication, y'all ain't never gonna get it. Y'all ain't never gonna get it done. And Blue, I just don't think you care, dog. He's like, yes or no. That's it, right? So big shout out to Blue. Thank you so much. And shout out to the Exile Wolf, man. Thank you so much. The Wolf. Exile Wolf says, thank you for the great content. No, thank you, man. Listen, it's just I don't know what day it is. Monday, Tuesday morning. I'm over here. Anybody in Atlanta? Gail, are you in Atlanta? It's 12:30 midnight in Atlanta on the back channel, but I saw this popping off, so I wanted to jump in and give my 2 cents. Vlad was in here a few minutes ago. Vlad was like, yeah, Lee, tell them. Break that shit down. They don't understand. They do not understand. Right, so big shout out to Vlad. All right, let's watch a little bit more of this, but I did want to show y'all this, man, that if I can make $3,600 in an hour from a video, this is not some random video, guys. This is the last video on this channel that I made, not the last live, but the last video. So if I can make content on my own shit and get 3,000 in an hour, it's hard for me to put in 6 hours to make 1/3 of this. But Vlad is a businessman too, and Vlad understands this, so Vlad didn't get mad at all. We saw each other's constraints. Sometimes you can't do nothing else about it. But yeah, so let's get back to see what else Vlad was talking about in this, because Vlad was really dropping some game, guys. Let me share this the right way. All right, here we go. Let's see what else Vlad talking about.
And to Andy Steinberg, who made a little slick comment about me at the end.
At the end of the show this last time, when he came back there where we all were, when Ryan Davis used somebody, and he just wanted to be part of that whole thing. He's jumping in pictures. He's trying to. Yeah, he loves it. He wants the attention. He wants to be a star, man.
He loves the attention, man.
Like, Andy, I saw you perform twice. You fucking suck.
Who?
You're fucking trash. You have the worst timing I've ever seen of any comedian. You have zero crowd control. And if you think that I'm just saying this because I'm in the moment, ask Aries about the phone call I made the day after going to your show, where I said the exact same thing to Aries, and he agreed with me.
Damn.
Okay. Shut the fuck up when grown folks are talking. The only reason Aries has this dude around is because he's a 60-year-old white man that has no other options in life and will say yes to anything he fucking does. And Aries is too insecure to actually have a really talented opening act. So he has this guy that makes him look better because this guy is so bad.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Fuck the both of them. So at the end of the day, man, you will not see Aries on VladTV again. And I'm sure he's going to do a whole comeback. He's going to use the racial aspect. Oh, the white man is trying to tell me what I'm worth. And this is blah, blah, blah. Go ahead, man. Do your worst. I'm cool. Like, I drew the line in the sand here and I stand behind it. The amount of money that I make off Aries, I could do myself in front of the camera without any of the fucking headaches. Like, I was not making tons of money off Aries. Me and Aries were making about the same after expenses. And I thought that was fair. And we could have had another conversation, but he chose not to. So fuck him. At the end of the day, you won't see Aries on there. And, you know, I'm totally willing to have conversations with anybody. And the whole thing is, me and you talked about this earlier, where it's like, yo, are you worried that other people are going to, you know, leave or whatever? No, because with other people, I can have normal conversations. Like everyone else, like all my other regular guests, like I can have a conversation with them and we can come to a good conclusion. Or maybe we part ways, but it'll be respectful. And it won't be about what someone else is getting or, yo, man, look at this YouTube comment. You know, I remember, because you had commented on this about the whole thing about where Aries was talking about paid memberships. You know how much my paid membership is? How much is it a month?
Is it $5 or $10?
$5. After YouTube takes its cut, I get $350. You're trying to get a multi-$1,000 raise because you found a guy that said that he put $350 in my pocket. In fact, hold on. Let me just say this also. In the comment, what I found funny is that it said, yo, man, every time you're on, I buy a subscription, then I unsubscribe. I don't want motherfuckers like this. I want, does Netflix want people that subscribe because a certain movie's on and then unsubscribe? No, I want people that stay subscribed for years. I have people that have been subscribed for 4 years. I don't want these types of fucking fans that just come for one thing and leave. You know, like there's no leverage here. There's no logic. There's no intelligence. And like I said, I've heard this about Aries for years. I know lots of people that just don't fuck with him anymore because of situations like this. But I gave him a chance and I still fuck with him because I like the exchange. I like doing interviews with him. I could do it myself, but I like collaborating with people. And I like helping people out and putting money in people's pockets when we could all make money together. But when it gets to this point, fuck out of here. I'm done.
I'll tell you, and just kind of like wrapping up here, I'll tell you what I think is brewing in the future, especially where you are in all this drama now. I feel like most of the people you work with, they severely underestimate you. And they underestimate how much Vlad, even though it's called VladTV, how much Vlad is actually a part of, like, again, watching you respond to Boosie is probably going to do more views than a singular clip on Boosie's interview that he's recording by himself. I think when these people are now speaking about VladTV and their contribution, they use words like, I built it, I'm the reason why people come there. And they're not realizing that over 20 years, you've established a very reputable brand, that VladTV, whether people only just hear the voice at times, that's part of, or probably the most reason why they're going to click on something, right? Oh, we've seen this guy do an interview 20 times. Oh, this is Vlad interviewing. It's going to be different. I think that's a little bit different. I've seen Boosie struggle a little bit to kind of like understand that. And he only kept saying, well, you know what? I'm the reason why black people like you. I made you popular, right? And I could see Aries Spears saying, well, I'm now the franchise player because I'm going to be the next guy. And it's like, you know, at some point, like you and Aries Spears sitting down together, you're the biggest draw. And they don't realize that because the platform is so big and you are inseparable from the platform. You're the bigger draw than Aries Spears. Now, not in the comedy world, but in this interview world, right? We see VladTV interview about topic. Yes, Aries Spears is the guest, but it's VladTV. People are going to click. And I think that's where, you know, people lose. But you're going to have to deal. I think you're going to see a lot more people try to, you know, this same thing. You might be in that position a lot more times where you're on camera.
Yeah, man, listen, if it happens again, it happens again. I got literally hundreds of people lined up who want to do VladTV. We turn down way more interviews than we take on, like constantly. And we have like up and coming comedians like Will Mills. We just did Dogface. Like I'm always down to find new people. At one point, Aries Spears was new. At one point, Boosie was new. And also, I'm not doing as many interviews as I used to. We used to put out 10 clips a day. Now we do about 5. I'm slowing things down a little bit and just trying to focus on the people that react the most. And, you know, listen, I have kids now. I want to spend more time with my family and so forth. So, you know, I'm getting into the whole Vlad stocks thing. Things are kind of moving and transitioning a little bit. I'm not thirsty for any single guest. Like if anybody leaves, we'll figure out a way to pivot and move other people into that slot and so forth. Not because they're replaceable, but because, yo, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. I'm not going to force you to do it. I'm not going to chase you to do it. If you don't see a benefit of doing this platform, then don't do the platform. If you don't feel that the money is worthwhile anymore, then don't do it. Yes, the Umars, you know, and the Charleston Whites, they have a thing where they get paid every single time. But people like Aries, they don't get paid by anybody. All the interviews, like, listen, he just did All the Smoke. I know that platform. Matt Barnes is my man. Been on a couple of times. They don't pay anything. He just did Breakfast Club. I've done Breakfast Club more than him. I've never gotten paid. They don't pay anybody. He just did Big Boy Show. I've done Big Boy Show. They don't pay anything. He does a bunch of platforms that are free. But when the person that actually has been paying him, he wants to act like a fucking diva. And I'm cool with all that. I'm cool. I don't need no fucking divas around me, man. Have a regular ass conversation with me, work shit out or not.
What have you thought about the fan reaction to everything? I saw Boosie Boosie came off like he was a little bit disappointed by fans who kind of chose your side, but you took the route of, okay, I'm gonna be super transparent. And I think after the transparency, fans were kind of like, well, he's kind of laying it out. This is pretty reasonable. You're getting a really decent amount of money or really good money to speak. Yeah. And if he's telling the truth and you're not coming back and say, no, that's not true. You don't make 10,000 and I make 25. You make 100,000. There's no response to that. So people are seeing it and reasonably saying, yeah, even if we want to support you on this, Boosie, like, yeah, you might, we just can't. I think Boosie, like, even when he responded to me and like DJ Envy and a few people, and like, we were just saying, like, if this is all just about business, there isn't much of a, why do you never take my side? Because he said that would be like, in everything, you never take my side. And I'm like no side to taking this. It's kind of like self-explanatory, right? Then he said, I was just like a boy. He was like, I'm like, no, if Vlad was making 200,000 off an interview and you were making 2,000, I'd be like, yo, Vlad, come on, like, get a guy a percentage, like, do something better. I get it. Like, why would you lose it?
Listen, and this is the thing when, like, in terms of my dealings with both Boosie and Aries, is that up to a certain point, whenever they ask for raises, I always say, cool, because the views kept increasing. They'd ask for a raise. Cool, I got you. I would always say yes. I would always say yes. Then the one time I said no, then now it's a problem.
Ooh.
You know, it's like, now it's a problem. Now Boosie was like, hey, man, I'm going to tell everyone that.
Ain't that some shit? And we all know that. You can have a person in your life, a friend, a family member, a woman, anybody, and you can bless them 10 times in a row. They come to you with hat in hand. Oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And you say yes 10 times in a row. Say no one time, see what happens. Say no one time and see what happens. And, you know, I think they just mentioned here like a percentage, and I wanted to get back to what the little gaming channel said because he was so right. If I can find it, he's like, "Hey man, lead, are there contracts for guests to get paid based on views after the initial appearance?" And those are really, really rare. But I think little gaming channel, you pointing this out, I think this is the solution. This is the solution. Aries Spears, do you want to get paid $25,000? You say you don't want to get paid for anymore. You want to get paid $25,000? Okay. We're going to sign a contract. You are going to get $4,000 base. And then for every million views you bring in, let's say over 5 million, then you get an extra 500 or something like that, or whatever it is. So Aries, if you want to make $25,000, no problem. Just send me 19 million views. That way it's on you, fucker. Don't come to me asking, produce. Put something in the pot. I will pay you in accordance with your demonstrated value. Demonstrate. Why am I going to pay you $25,000 off the rip on the strength? Get what you in the legal field and certainly other fields, we call it you kill what you keep, or you keep what you kill. Kill it and then it's yours. Keep it, but you got to kill it first. Don't come asking for food you ain't killed. Work. Right? Now, apparently, you know, we halfway through this interview, but I'll be honest, guys, I took this goddamn sleeping pill because my shit been fucked up. Y'all, some of y'all know what I'm going through. So I think this is a good stopping point. I want to thank so many people for coming by, man. Definitely Friendsgiving. Thank you so much. Definitely Gail letting me know how this sleeping pill had my shit all fucked up. So thank you so much, Gail, the #1 mod on all of YouTube. Definitely want to thank DJ Vlad for coming up. Guys, let me know, because I know some of y'all, Vlad has gotten on the wrong side of some black people and the culture and this and that. I don't really know what's going on with that. But if you are more Boosie, Vlad, and Aries, if you think Boosie was right more out of all this, put a B. If you think Vlad, and call it fair, if you think Vlad was right out of all of this, put V. And if you think Aries was right out of all of this, put A. You know, so A for Aries, V for Vlad, B for Boosie. Who do you think? We see 3 Vlads on the board. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm V all the way, man. Got me everything that this man has said. I totally understand. I totally appreciate, and I agree. And I'm telling you that even though I said that me and him could not get to a number for a third show, for a third appearance, we couldn't work it out. We were far apart, but we understood. And it was not all Vlad, you bitch ass. Oh, Lee, you trying to stick me up or this or that. Like, you just understand, right? Big shout out to Blue again, man. Thank you so much, Blue. Blue says you can say yes 1,000 times. People only remember the one time you said no. You were so right. They will forget. They will so forget, but they will remember that fucking no. They will remember they'll forget all the yeses, but they will forget the no. Huge shout out to my man Blue. Shout out to Blue Bag. Has been supporting me since day one, man. Thank you so much to the Exile Wolf as well. Blue Bag is representing strong in the house, as well the Tip Network, man. Thank you so much. Shout out to DITY Truck. If y'all are If y'all are moving, man, go check him out. Diddy Truck, DITY Truck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to give a huge, huge, huge shout out to the Little Gaming channel. If y'all have enjoyed this a little bit, man, somebody write TLGC in this thing. Big, big shout out to TLGC, who actually came up with the solution. I think this is the fucking solution. I don't see any YouTubers doing it, but I think that's it. I think this is it. I don't think any YouTuber has suggested this. And so it's wild that you're not even a YouTuber. You are a YouTuber, number one. But you know, you're not doing all these huge collabs and stuff like this. And you fucking nailed it. This is the answer, in my opinion. So thank y'all for shouting out. Thank you, E. Brock, for shouting out TLGC. Huge, huge thank you for that. Big shout out, of course, to mi reina, mi vida, mi amor. Pues ya sabes quién eres, qué me hace, lo importa. Tú sabes cómo me importa. Lo importa que eres para mí. It's that fucking second grade Spanish. Thank you so, so much, mi reina, mi vida, mi amor. Really appreciate that, guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And oh my God, here we got it right here. To the Little Gaming channel. I was just going to shout out the stream sponsor, but now we got a new stream sponsor. But let me shout out the old stream sponsor that passed the baton to my man. Big shout out to Ken. God is beautiful. Ken, if you ever in Atlanta, you know we going to dinner. Thank you so much, Ken, for all of your support, all of this time. If you like me a little bit, if you understand where I was coming from, if y'all have appreciated this background, people have talked about this, guys. People have talked about this Vlad stuff. No one, I believe, has broken it down like me. Not one person. Not one. So if y'all appreciate the behind the scenes, can somebody write Ken in this bitch? Ken goddess. She is a goddess. Beautiful. Inside and out. Thank you so, so much, Ken. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, to the new stream sponsor that accepted the baton, bam, we got our man, the Little Gaming channel. What does he say? Says, man, business is business. Either accept the contract or don't, God damn it. Don't cry afterwards. In reality, Aries not funny besides his impression. I agree. And when you say either accept the contract or don't cry after, Little Gaming channel, that's exactly right. Because I was pissed off after. I accepted it. And then when I was studying, I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this shit for $1,000. Whose fault was it? Vlad didn't stick me. Vlad didn't stick me up, make me sign something, make me agree to some shit. I did. I was like, oh, it's 9 minutes down the street. But now it's fucking 12 cases. I don't know nothing about nan one of them, and I got to talk about them the next day. Shit. You're exactly right. Don't cry after. Just learn, nigga. Man, Little Gaming channel, you know, but business people, man. If you're a business person, you just look at shit in a specific type of way, but it's right on time. So big shout out to the Little Gaming channel. He is a stream sponsor. Now I might come back if y'all want a part 2, because really, I think we're only halfway through. So maybe I'll come back and finish it tomorrow. I haven't decided. Y'all know how I am, though, especially on this damn back channel. But big shout out to the Little Gaming channel. So if y'all have appreciated the insights that I've brought with this conversation, man, please just do me one favor. I ain't even ask you for no damn money, man, but please somebody write TLGC, the stream sponsor. He has co-sponsored so many streams. He has sponsored by himself so many streams. Shout out to these alpha men. We got any frat in the house? We got any sororities? If you frat, you sorority, shout out these damn Deltas and damn AKAs. Oh my God. Shout out to the Alphas, the Qs. If you frat, man, shout yourself out. If you are in a sorority, shout yourself out. Big shout out. Thank you so much, Gail. Thank you so much, Blue Baggins. Thank you so much, KM, for shouting out the little gaming chancer who has sponsored this. Big shout out to Kim as well. Shout out to the Tip Network. Shout out to MM. So maybe tomorrow we'll come and finish this up because I really don't see anybody that's covered this like I've covered it from kind of a behind the scenes situation. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for putting up with all of my mistakes again. I took some sleeping medicine right before this. That was not smart. I will not do that again. But I really did want to stream and get in front of y'all. I do like this little back channel, man. It's more intimate, so I like it. All right, so big shout out to everybody. Maybe we will come back and do this tomorrow. Big shout out to Blue Baggins. Shout out to Diddy Trucks. Shout out to Ken Goddess, of course. Shout out to Mi Reina, Mi Vida, Mi Amor, of course. And shout out, of course, to the stream sponsor, the Little Gaming Channel. All right, big shout out to you guys. Shout out to TLGC. Big shout